All right, welcome to round 2 of the Southern Conference 3x3.EXE. Here we are at Middleton Grange High School again. Fantastic arena for 3x3.EXE basketball. The teams are just arriving and starting to warm up. You'll see them behind me pretty soon to get into the action. I'm your host, James Lisson. I'll be taking you through the action tonight. We've got 6 teams here: UC Gold, UC Maroon, Gators.exe, Whananui.exe, CrossoverCoach.exe, and the Lincoln University Rams.exe. Having a look at the points table, UC Maroon, remember they came through, beat Gators, so they're 1 and 2 on the points table, and then the other 4 teams dropping down behind them. And of course, end of the season, there is a nice trip to Japan up for grabs, and we did have 3 teams head overseas a couple of years ago when we got a nice wildcard entry. Now, let's get straight into the action. Super excited tonight to be here. All right, so here with Jeremy Irvine, captain of the UC Gold.exe team. So Jeremy, first of all, last week you only had 3 players. Pretty tough to get through the night. Tonight you're looking forward to a little bit more rest.
Yeah, last week I kept looking towards our bench for that sub and kept getting disappointed, so it'll be really, really good bonus for to actually have someone to, sub out, get a breather, and actually think about what you're doing.
No, definitely. We did talk about it during the game, like you guys, it looked like there were a couple of fouls or letting the ball bounce out of bounds just to try and steal those extra 3 seconds of rest. Something you can still do, even with 4 players. It's pretty tiring playing the game. Where do you think you're like aiming for to finish up tonight?
So obviously we're going for that first spot, and with the 2-pointers, we just want to sink as many of those as possible to get to that 21 mark as soon as possible to get that extra rest before the next game.
No, awesome. Well, we love having you here. There may be a chance we get to sneak you into the commentary box. We've had you last year coming in doing a great job. So all the best tonight, Jeremy.
Thank you very much.
On court, first of all, and then maybe with us in the commentary box.
We'll see. Thank you.
All right, so here with Trey Tiawa from the Whananui.exe team. Pretty good showing from you guys as a relatively young and newish sort of team. Made it through to the semi-finals last week. What were some of the learnings that you guys had last week's games?
Well, personally for me, it was my first time playing, so like learning 3s are a lot better. Well, 2s are a lot better than 1s, and definitely like instead of dribbling out, trying to like kick it out and find open teammates straight after a bucket when somebody's on the baseline trying to get back after they've just made a layup, something like that.
Yeah, so your brother team, the Gators.exe, they obviously had that injury to Joseph. Have they been helping you guys or kind of keeping a bit like, no, this is our strategy, you guys come up with your own one?
Yeah, we haven't really talked to them much about like strategy or anything, but yeah, if we definitely need help, we can ask them. They won't be afraid to help us out.
Sweet. And last thing, I call you Trey Dog sometimes from Menace to Society. Is that your nickname, or is there anything else that people normally call you instead? Because I think I may be the only one on there.
Yeah, you're the only one on the Trey Dog train.
We'll see if we can make it a thing anyway. All right, welcome here, James Lisson. I'm now joined by Josh Thompson in the commentary area, not commentary box. So another 9 games of basketball on tap tonight. What are you looking forward to, Josh?
Looking forward to seeing how the other teams from last week respond. Obviously, our last week's winner is UC Maroon, so be interesting to see how Gators go. They're down to 3 players because Joseph is injured.
Not healthy,
and then they also had another guy in their Rams team, Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson Steen. We think he may have broken his collarbone, like just judging on the fall he took in the game, and then the fact he was in a sling afterwards, but not official.
No.
So but obviously hurts him quite a bit, only having 3 players available.
And I think not having Matt Machewski as well is also a big loss for Gators. But they have replaced and have Zach Hannon, who's capable.
No, very similar sort of player to Matt, although probably a bit better at finishing inside. Matt maybe a marginally better shooter from the outside, but I don't think you're going to see their game style change too much.
Yeah, and then also it'll be interesting to see how the other teams respond, because I know there's a lot of changes for some the other squads today. So
if we have a look at the UC Gold player list here, so theirs is a little bit different compared to last week. They were the ones with only having 3 players, as we heard Jeremy Irvine talk about in the pre-match interview. So the players they have suiting up for them today:
Jeremy Irvine, number 11, the new kid on the block, number 34, Josh Lawson, Luca Williams, and Max Abbott. So 3 of the guys were here last week, and they've just added a 4th, and Josh Lawson for tonight.
And we think you've already seen the Gators roster on screen, but just in case you haven't, number 9, I think it is, Zach Hannon. Number 10, Mossa Faitawa Nanai. And number 12, Joshua Nichols.
No, number 0 is...
0, sorry.
0, yeah.
And then referees for this game, we've got Tony Smith-Humwick up the top, and then Jaden Rosanowski down on the baseline. And he'll be joined by his brother later on in the night as well. And anyway, here we go. Irvine straight into Williams. There's a flare screen. Abbott straight away. They're looking a lot more aggressive to shoot from behind the arc than they did last game.
Yeah, I think last week they looked a little bit passive. To start with. They kind of just didn't know what they were in for. I know Jeremy played a lot of 3x3, but the other two were a little bit new.
Yeah, and so Abbott, 2 shot attempts, both from behind the arc, whereas before he was pretty much, now it's 3, he was pretty much doing most of his work inside the paint.
They had a bit of a mismatch inside there with Luca Williams and the height difference, but Faitata now is a very good defender, both in the perimeter and in the paint. Yeah,
and it's also with 3x3, you can't back, there's the 5-second count, backing down, and Faitawa and I is really good at sort of bodying up and then moving and then getting back there, and it's hard to know how aggressive you can go, because this game more than 5-on-5 does tend to favour the defence a little bit in terms of being physical and stuff like that. Nickel makes the basket, probably the worst sort of shot you can take.
A long one.
Yeah, just move back 10 centimetres and you get twice the points for it. But hey, it could be psychological, gets the lid off and look at that shot just about dropped. That was like the epitome of a reverse straight over the top of his head. As Abbott launches another deep 2.
Yeah, he's 0 for 3, I believe.
4 now.
0 for 4. Yeah, he's come out shooting. And that's what we talked about. There's 2 steps behind the arc for Josh, and Josh has all 3 of their points.
And Irvine said in the interview, we want to try and finish the game as quickly as possible so we maximise the rest. That could be something that's going through Gators' mind. The other team with only 3 here today.
Yeah.
Irvine, nice head fake. He gets Williams wide open, a little bit deep, but he's too big, as you said, able to go up and score pretty easily anyway.
I think they could exploit that with Abbott, Lawson, and Luca Williams being... we can't really tell from how big they are. They're around 6'6", each of them.
Yeah, I think Irvine by far is pretty small, and he's roughly my height, 6'2". But Lawson's quite a lot taller than everyone else on the court. And then there's Abbott, little up fake, goes in. That ball went out of bounds. I think it'll stay with Gators here.
Yeah, it looked like it came off Abbott's leg.
Yeah, from our vantage point, but you never know. Maybe it's you actually got fouled, and we're going to call this. Lawson, nice drive, nice finish there.
Just first time seeing Lawson for both of us, I take it?
Yes, no, I haven't even seen him in 5-on-5. And great defensive play there by Irvine. He was out of bounds. And you see him just double-checking that with the referees there. So 5 seconds on the shot clock here. Nickel, deep 2. Hits that one. So he's made 2. Well, he's made all 5 of their points, actually. 2 of them from behind the arc.
So Nickel with 5, maybe looking at 6. Ooh.
And there was Irvine trying to give up the foul. Those are the ones you don't like, when the guy's got a layup. Odds are you're probably going to give a 2-point play up instead. He's lucky that Nickel did miss that one. On the flip side, though, it does give his team a little bit of a rest, and that bounced off somebody's head.
Yeah,
I missed whose head it was.
Yeah, I think Josh got a hand to it. He flicked it up when Abbott was coming down with the ball.
So Abbott's still not shy about letting them go from deep, and you see Faitawa and I just sort of baiting them into throwing a pass, and then he suddenly splits the gap, jumps up and steals it. Abbott with the rebound here. Ball goes inside. Luca Williams, lots of contact there, can't quite make it, and Nickel with the rebound. 5-2 still the score as we're just about 3 minutes into it, and there's the Faitawa and I. Well, that's not the result we normally see from this patented just catch, one little step back shot.
In all honesty, out of all the 3, I don't think you want to be posting up Josh Nickel. Yeah.
Yes, I think this is the matchup you want.
We want to see, With great hands from Zach Hannon, and as well as saving it from going out of bounds.
Yeah, it turns into a turnover. Nickel gets the ball back. He could have dribbled that if he wanted to. Whaitawin and I hits it. It's a 7-2 the score here. A little bit of a, I guess a small upset considering the player numbers here. Like I tend to go, say the team which has got 4 when it's 3, although it is only the first game of the night, so potentially that's why. Good rebound there from Lawson. And there's Whaitawin and I just battling for it, but we'll stay with UC Gold here. And Lawson's going to have to realise pretty quickly, like...
It's a lot more physical.
It is, like, yes, that's a foul on 5-on-5. Not here as Irvine hits the deep 2.
It's a big make by Jeremy Irvine in the contents of the game. You know, they were letting the game get away from them.
And here, good challenge, just about finished by Nickel. Irvine, good quick drive here. Reverse lap, just about drops, doesn't. And the ball, Nickel tapped it. Lawson had a chance for it, but went to Hannon. And I think nobody's too unhappy about that foul in UC Gold. Gives them a chance to sub. Only their second of the game.
If I'm UC Gold, I'm trying to play in long periods as long as possible.
Yeah.
Just to tire out the Gators 3.
What do you think tires people out more, like chasing the ball around the perimeter or post play? Or
close play, because it's a lot more physical. You know, getting into those post-ups, you know, down low, getting a little bit more physical than what we're seeing.
There's 2 great finishes there, one from Lawson, one from Zach Hannon, 8-5 the score. Abbott just about hits that one. So he's still said, look, I need to be taking these twos. I've got to be guarded out there. And, you know, none of them have missed by a lot. Hannon, the one dribble pull-up, just a little bit short. And Williams with the rebound here. 8-5 the score, so pretty low scoring given the time in the game. Abbott loses the ball. Lawson chases it down. There was a reset on the clock accidentally.
Yep. I just think UC Gold need to start utilising their height.
Yeah,
and their advantages, their height
I think
and
so.
Bigger bodies.
Yeah, I think Nickel's the only one strength-wise who can actually just hold them out of the paint. I think Hannon and Whaitawin and I are going to use their quickness.
Yep. I think Abbott's, you know, doing the right thing in shooting, but, you know, he needs to look at who's guarding him sometimes and go, hey.
That was swallowed up there by Whaitawin and I. And
tough.
Just couldn't quite hang on to it. And we've got our first time out of the game.
Yep. I think that's White took that one. Yeah.
How do you even know if they don't say it's the timeouts to
I
this
think
team?
they call the colour, but we've got headphones on.
Right, so it makes it a bit hard.
Yeah, all I can really hear is you talking.
Right, yeah. I have talked to our technical director off-site, Ash Khan, and I've got a microphone which we're going to bring next time.
Cool.
And that'll be similar to what we had last year, so we'll actually be able to hear some of the stuff on court, which should make it a little bit easier for us to know what's happening, and also everyone at home as well. Get a little bit more
difference this year. We don't have a screen, so we don't really know if there's a replay or not. So apologies for that.
I mean, you remember that dunk from Noah Price last year? So Ash, super quick to get that up and show that.
I did. I watched the replay. Just to see who played last week, what was happening. So even as commentators, you still got to analyse what you're doing.
Exactly. And here we go, Abbott. You said he probably needs to start going to the rim, and he did just that. 9-6 the score. Here's the Whaitawin and I quick shot.
Yeah. He needs to attack the rim, especially if Zach Hannon wants to mark him. Yeah.
And nice hands there by Nickel. Mini flex there. Yeah. Williams had it and then just kind of like, let it go out of bounds. No, I'll grab it. And then it did go out of bounds, and unfortunately for him, off him.
I think, they need to stay away from the Josh Nickel post-ups.
I think they can still score, but I agree that in terms of the matchups, you're better off going against someone else. And there's Whaitawin and I
this is outright hustle right there.
It is, but
it's just outworking everyone.
Yeah, so on that one there, I blame that on the post-up play. Like you have to hold, let him pick a position on defense, hold him there.
Yeah.
Quick shot fair from Irvine hits that one. 10-8 the score now. 4 minutes to play. Nickel, nice backdoor pass to Whaitawin and I for one.
For Gators, in the long run, them going 10 minutes in this game is not what they want, having only 3 guys.
They do. I mean, lucky for them, they are the 5th game on the tap, so they do have a 4-game break between this one and the next one. But, after that, if they qualify for the semis,
that's
going to be tough.
4 straight games, is it? Yeah.
They'll get a rest and then,
pretty much
nothing more than 1 game between. Lawson, nice I don't even know. Nice finger roll there over the top of the much shorter defenders. Waitawan and I takes the contact, makes the bucket, 12-9 the score. And he will shoot one from the line here.
I think looking at the strategy with the blow-by, they're wanting to foul before they get the shot up. And I think they're just too late in fouling.
I think so. You need to foul pretty early so he
a
can't.
lot earlier than that. So he's not in his scoring motion.
Yeah. Or you just let him go and then immediately look for, okay, I'm going to set for a 2. Yeah. There's great challenge there from Irvine. Nickel, you could see how close he was to him there. Not much chance for that shot to go on. Here's Waitawan and I.
Yeah. There you go.
And there we go, Abbott. Nice job.
Nice. Yep.
So basket counts. He'll get one shot.
And I don't think Gators want to get into that kind of battle because that will wear you out.
Yeah,
the physical nature of getting bumped around, that will wear you down physically. Yeah. Yeah,
13-11. There's Hannon, super quick, nice reverse layup with the left hand.
Middleton Grange product.
He is.
Rams training squad, I believe.
Yeah, he's obviously played for the Rams in the. I've forgotten what it's called now. I was going to say 18 and 18, but that was the women's showdown.
The showdown.
The showdown.
He was in the showdown for the Rams. Yep.
And just very good finisher, like different angles and different release times.
Great.
Nice cut there. Nickel reverse lap. 15-11 the score, 2:44.
Gators just a bit more experience with the backdoor cuts and the movement. Getting easy baskets. If you know UC's struggling to get easy baskets where Gators are getting...
Well, that wasn't an easy basket. That was pretty well defended by Abbott and Lawson. Nice switch. Here's Abbott. Another 2. He hits this one.
Yeah.
So 16-13, 2:21 to play here. You've got to stay pretty close to Hannon. And there's a floater. Doesn't make that. Rebound. Puts it back in. Nice smart play to do it pretty quickly. And I thought Waitawan and I got his hand in there.
To it.
Yeah, so that should have been a tip ball.
Zach, if he lets go of it, lets it hit the floor, then he has to grab it, or it's a tie ball. So
I thought we might review that on the later on.
Later on, when we get confirmation.
Yeah. Anyway, there's Waitawan and I with the quick drive, 18-13.
That right there is what I mean by easy baskets. They're just getting easy stuff at the rim.
Irvine, he's getting pretty quick with his release here. He knows they need 2s now. Hannon, though, says, well, we don't need 2s, but we really like them. Puts it up 20-13 now.
They're trying to finish the game as quick as possible. So that looked like it was tipped.
Yeah, 1:33 to go here.
Not tipped. Looked like it was tipped.
I'm not sure many people know. No, you're right. Gators ball here. Here's Hannon out to Waitawan and I.
Oh, look at that. Little backdoor action cut. Ghost screen, they call that.
And
Zach's going in to set the screen, but he ghosts it and then just cuts straight to the hoop.
And I think this is probably not the person. No. Actually, is there anyone in the Gators team you want shooting here? If you're on UC Gold?
No. So that ends it there. It was just the little sneaky ones that, put pressure on Gold there, I think, with in that game. And Gators just got a lot easier baskets.
Yeah, and then they're pretty good at being, actually, we're going to attack the hoop over and over again. And as you know, we're going to shoot 2s.
Yep.
But they never really made it easy for UC Gold to score. They were physical, and then they backed off, and then, constantly there as well. So anyway, final score from that one was Gators.EXE 21, UC Gold 13. And, not good for them. They need to win the next game if they want to make it.
They're in a tough pool, I believe, with Rams, are they?
Rams is in the other one, so they'll be with crossover.exe. Anyway, next game coming up here, Week 1 champions, UC Maroon and the White Tops. This is going to be a little bit tougher for the teams. And then in the, olive colour, we've got Whananui.exe.
We still haven't figured out what that colour is,
so just running through the team list, if you can give us UC Maroon, who we probably know from sight.
So they have number 13, Aiden Ton. She was last week's MVP. Chris Tupaya, excellent shooter, Junior DeYoung, and their replacement this week is Sam Riley for Nash Biggs.
Yeah, so number 23, Sam.
Yep.
And then for the Whananui.exe team,
we have Richard Hancock, Carlton Chitonga, Chitongo.
Yep.
Tommy Fairbrother and Trey Tiawa. So they have just the one.
Yeah, I think Richard Hancock's in for Seth Bryant compared to last week.
Yeah.
They did have a rotation plan, but unfortunately Seth got injured, so Hancock's was going to be playing regardless, but I think it was Chitongo's turn out.
Yeah.
Referees for this game on the baseline, Tony Smith-Humwick, and then up the top we have Blake Rosanowski.
Oh, so, we have brothers.
We do have, and obviously the referees kitted out in their brand new Rise gear as well. Here's Fairbrother launching the 2 and hits that straight off the bat.
I'm assuming Fairbrother played today, Division 1. Yeah.
He normally does.
Yep. So he's probably still hot from his Division 1 game. Yeah.
And Tiawa just said there was a bit of things that they learned. This is his first time, and said, they really didn't think about how much more important it is to shoot 2s.
Yeah.
Their Hancock's the wrong end of a Aiden Tonge drive to the bucket.
And left too. So
yes.
But he's looking for back-to-back victories that will put UC Maroon in a very good position with getting that Japan trip.
Yes. No.
Yeah. So.
Anyway, here Tiawa, nice quick crossover. They can't quite shake the defense. Good job. And then Aiden Tonge gets the ball off Fairbrother. UC Maroon, they look to have really just said, look, we're constantly going to be attacking or moving the ball around the perimeter. It's got to be decision quick.
They're not.
There's Hancock's nice looking shot. A little bit too strong. Banks off. And Sam Riley with the easy rebound. Here's Tupai over to Tonge. Just where's the post-up advantage? There's multiple ones. Sam Riley can't quite get that. Fairbrother, nice quick rebound. 2-2. Here's Hancock's driving in. Riley tries to swipe down and does just enough to force him to miss. Good defense by Tiawa there. Tupai not given the easy shot, but Tonge hits it anyway.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot better at shooting from the outside. Slow shot, but his strength is outside, but if he can get inside, if he can get an outside shot, he'll become so much more dangerous. And there's a shot clock.
Yeah, that was great defense. Just awareness by UC Maroon, just to switch and make sure they were all covering people. They didn't give them a really easy look anywhere.
So I believe this would have been Pete's original 3x3 uni games team. These four.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Well, you were there. I wasn't. So
obviously Junior DeYoung was the only one that didn't play. He was replaced by Jeremy Irvine. But they are still
pretty good. Tiawa, nice awareness there. The shot clock should have gone off anyway.
So I think Tony Fenwick, is it?
Smith-Humwick.
Smith-Humwick. Yeah, she was
aware of that.
She was aware of that, so she was pretty onto it.
Here we are, DeYoung. Long 2 hits that one. So UC Maroon up 8-2. The ball was already out, so it's not. So it's just a reset up the top.
Yeah. No, I think if we got a replay on that, it did hit the line before.
Yeah, I think so.
Tiawa hit it, grabbed it, gained position.
Anyway, that's where you said those are the things you want to do, because then you get the full 12 seconds. Nice job by Chitongo, just
using
freezing,
his speed.
to get around Tonge. But now he's
going to have to be strong.
And DeYoung hits the 2.
I think that's
Tonge was right there, looking like if it missed to get the rebound anyway. Here we are, Tiawa. Nice job. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Just getting Riley on his hip, going all the way to the rim. And now he'll go to the line to shoot one.
Sam Riley didn't complain about that one. He knew that he...
well, it's hard to know. It's definitely a foul in 5-on-5.
I think that they call a lot of the hands fouls. But, there's a thing he's got to hit. He's got to make those free throws, though.
Anyway, DeYoung up, can't make it. So 10-3 still the score. Chitongo looked like he was going to shoot it. Takes a step back instead. A little bit too long, and Tupai with the rebound. And DeYoung, ball swings to him, a little bit too long. Tonge, there we go, just too big.
Yeah, using his height and physicality there just to overpower Wharenui.
Yeah, well, pretty broad shoulders, he can take so much space up there. And Tupai knew he was beat and was like, I'm just going to grab him here. Yeah. So it's definitely on the ground.
Smart foul. Yeah.
I saw Tonge looking over at the bench. I think that's man, I want to sub, but I know that you just went and sat down there, DeYoung.
Yeah.
So
Junior got in there before him.
and there we go. Let the ball go out of bounds. Let's see. Oh no, he said next one.
Next one. Yep.
If we had a courtside microphone, we would have heard that even clearer as well. So next week, well, not next week, 2 weeks' time, I think we're back on.
Yeah, next week we have a week off. Obviously,
you don't have the week off from basketball,
no,
though,
I
do you?
don't. No, I'm coaching the girls under 19, so for Canterbury. So I don't have a week off.
No. Well, most of these, like Tony's definitely refereeing there, Jaden's definitely refereeing there as well. So most of the people involved here tonight on the bringing this to you will be involved there in some way.
Our officials and myself as a commentator, Sam Riley there.
Hits the two. Yeah, 14-3. I think it's going to be academic, the result here. But obviously the points that you score, so this could be one of the ones as Tiawa, nice drive there. But you see Maroon's like, well, we're giving that up and we'll look for a 2 afterwards.
Chris is just...
That's what happens.
Yep. Yeah, give away a 1. Ooh.
So there's a foul.
And there goes that sub for Aiden.
And
he played almost 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's quite a lot.
A long time for... just shows you how fit he is, you know.
Yeah.
For such a big body, you know, he can...
And Riley creates the space, holds the defender off, and then the step back. And I think at the moment, Whananu is like, we just need to score some points so we feel like we've performed pretty well. I think UC Maroon, we're probably going to see them go to try to get to 22, given the lead that they've got, rather than just 21.
You know, more points, the better. You know, we aim for 21, but we do talk about getting to 22. If you got 20, you know, and it's a comfortable game, you want to try and get a 2 just to get to 22. Obviously.
Yeah, so 20 to 5, I think that classifies as comfortable. Where's your sort of limit as a coach where you like time and score?
Oh, yeah, like
if it was 20 to 12, would you say still go for the 2?
No, we're trying to finish it early.
Right. I mean, that's the other thing. Like, the more rest,
the
when
more rest
you've got multiple games.
Yeah, you got multiple games tonight, so you want to get as fast as get it over as quick as possible. And here we go. I think Junior's going to finish it there.
Takes out one of the signs.
Our advertising signs. I think that's the big EXE.
Yep. Well, luckily for him, they're not made of concrete or don't have water and canisters inside or anything. But yeah, UC Maroon, we'll say pretty dominant win there, 21-5, the final score.
I think they shot the ball extremely well. You know, it wasn't just one player either. I think Junior chipped in, Aiden hit one, Chris hit a couple, and Sam Riley. So you know, when you have all 4 hitting, 2 quarters,
there's not much you can really do to get a stop defensively. Right, next game coming up here, we've got Crossover.EXE in the white with green shorts, and then second time we're seeing UC Gold.
Yep.
So if you just go through the Crossover.EXE roster, they do have 4, don't they? Yes,
I can do that without our list. Yeah. So number 58 is Jaden Chan. Number 12, sitting down on the bench there, is Connor O'Toole. Number 30, we have Bradley, Murray McGregor, and there's our coach, Puddy Tyler Harrison Smith.
Hunt
Smith.
You should have had a look
Harrison
at the list.
Hunt. Yeah, I should have looked at I should know his name anyway.
You should, yeah. And then UC Gold, Jeremy Irvine, who we talked to before, number 11. 13, Max Abbott. 34, Lawson. I've forgotten his first name.
Josh
Lawson. That's it. And number 6, Luca Williams. So UC Gold obviously dropped their first one. Important for them to win this game. Otherwise, they're going to be spectators with us, or they could take the rest of the night off, I guess.
Yep. It's quite interesting, you know. You lose 2 games and you're pretty much done for the night. You know, it could be done early. I think it's 7:25, so we're not really half an hour in.
No, I know. You could be like that. So we know what's happened. Yeah.
But thanks to UC Maroon, we're running ahead of schedule.
Yes, no, it definitely helps. I prefer it if they're just like, okay. Yeah. You never know when some games are going to go over, so you're better off just to say, look, you get the X number of minutes warm up regardless. But
it'll be interesting to see how O'Toole goes today. as he didn't play yesterday.
Yep.
He was getting over a sickness, so he sat out yesterday. So I want to see how well his energy levels are tonight.
Yes. No, it's I'd say it's not the game to get involved in if you're not feeling 100%. But if the other three guys know that, and Jaden's obviously pretty experienced 3x3. Bradley's played last year, so I think virtually every round. Harrison Hunt's not played in this competition before, but has played in the BBNZ Quest Tour stuff. So the rest of them should know and be able to say, look, we're going to limit what you're doing, knowing that you're not feeling the greatest. And then if you feel a lot better, then obviously we'll get you involved in the game a bit more.
Strategies, Excited to see the Rams XE team tonight. They got a youthful team. I think they're full of first years from Lincoln Uni.
Yeah, well, they've had quite a few games, like obviously last week and previous year, where you're like, oh, they've got this one in the bag, and then just haven't been able to close it out. And so there's going to be a point in time where they go from being those young learning players into ones who are like, actually, we've been in this situation and we know, like, we can't let up. We've got to, try for a couple of twos. If it doesn't drop, then we're going to go hard to the rim and just finish this game off.
I think we're staying with our schedule of starting at 7:30. Am I correct?
Yeah. I think you may be right, which is a couple of minutes away. I'd rather we just went ahead and started the next one. You never know, though. There could be a technical glitch which hasn't been passed on to us. It does just mean that we're here talking for a while.
Yeah. No, and great event. I think we have results.
Yeah, so we did have the results ladder up earlier at the start. So if Ash is able to get it up quickly enough for everyone to look at at home.
So just going over last week's South Island men's results, obviously UC Maroon. The winners on 100, Gators 80, Wharenui on 70, Rams, UC Gold and Crossover Coach are the other three. And obviously we have the North Island men's results from last week. They played last night.
They did,
which is always a tough competition. And the introduction to the women's North Island one is great to see as well. So hopefully next year we're looking at having a women's league
down here as well. Obviously myself, I've been involved with the women's program for a while, and it'd be really good to see our women playing the ICSE, also having Lincoln University. Yes, well, you've had a little bit of success with Lincoln University.
A little bit of success there for
the last 6 years?
6 years, I think. Obviously, the only year that it never ran was 2020.
Right.
Because because of COVID. It was the first year of COVID, so lockdown, they really... a lot of tournaments were not played in 2020. We have won 4 out of the last 5.
Yeah, I think.
And
Canterbury was the only one to knock you off.
Yeah.
Was it Josie Stockhill?
Josie Stockhill, Matt Machuski's sister Hannah.
Yeah.
And I think Sammy Irvine was in that.
Yes, she was.
And then, sorry for my fault, I don't know who the fourth was.
Yeah, it's over a year ago. It's over 2 years ago, I think now. So.
But we still made the final. So the girls have been in the final all but 1 year, and that was the first year that it was put in, and we didn't compete in that year. So
No, if only you'd known like the success there was going to be, they may have put that team in anyway. Anyway, here we go. We are now about to be underway. Irvine feeds the ball into Luca Williams. Nice swing through, spin. Solid defense here from Murray McGregor, but it doesn't matter anyway. 1 point for Williams. And here's Harrison Hunt. Up fake, drives, trying to get space. He does get the shot up. Nice finish around the Lawson's arm.
Used his body quite well there.
And I'm surprised Chan didn't have a hand up against Irvine. Like the first game, he launched quite a few, and that is a mistake unless you want to sub.
Yep.
And, well, I don't know. Did he want to sub? Or is like, that's
think he
my
really
bad.
wanted to sub. I think he just,
That's my bad. I'm gonna go out as Abbott inside too strong there. Chan, he's given up a 2 to Irvine. He launches one but can't hit that one. And UC Gold so far, they're up 5-1. Definitely playing like the team that knows we've got to win this one or else our night is done.
I think they've had a chat about Abbott shooting 2s there. He's done a lot of his damage.
I thought he was going to launch one then. And here's Irvine. All day to shoot that one. Missed it though. And smart play there just to knock it out from behind. And he's the furthest away. I saw him looking over there like he was going to sub, but then Lawson a lot closer. Yeah, I'll take that sub. Here's O'Toole driving in. Nice hang, can't quite hit. And he will go to the line to shoot one. So his twin brother Ethan's in the team as well. So we've got that to look forward to at some stage. Connor, Ethan and Bradley, who all look somewhat similar. Well, the two twins obviously do.
Ethan is still out for a couple of weeks with injury. He's actually just been cleared to train, so he is training on a limited basis. But hopefully we'll see the O'Toole brothers in the next couple of weeks. So
here we are, Harrison Hunt. That's quite a bit of space for him.
Yeah, you don't want to give him that space, being such a good shooter he is.
No, especially if he doesn't, like he can shoot off the dribble, but the catch and shoot. And here's Chan. And that's one of those, I'm just giving up the foul because I'm hopelessly out of position there.
Maybe thought that Jaden should have shot that.
Yeah, I think so too. And you can see him just questioning, shouldn't that have been an unsportsmanlike? Because that was no play on the ball there. Here he is, pretty deep. And nice rebound there from O'Toole. He's a bit of an effort player, isn't he, in 5x5? Or 5
he gets the little thing. He does all the little things great. Rebounds, and there's Abbott hitting.
First two, and that's nice quick drive from O'Toole, but Lawson up to the task, swats it away, and Abbott, he's hit one, tries to save the second one. You saw there, Harrison Hunt, good job boxing out as Lawson was right up, and I thought we were going to see a dunk there from O'Toole.
No, Luca Williams managed to get a hand to it. Funny enough, we haven't seen any dunks.
Not yet. No. 5.3 on the clock. Someone's going to have to shoot it quick. There's only one, and instead of shooting, you could dribble it off your foot out of bounds and have a turnover. Probably not the way they drew it.
No. Obviously, we have the big shot clock on one of the TVs today.
Yep. No, I'm loving that because it means less equipment for me to have to bring in.
And then we can also see it as a staff.
Here's Luca Williams, super deep, hits that one. It's a 10-4 the score now. Chan, little up fake, drives and does get fouled there. On the ground, though, I think is the call.
Ooh, it did look like he was going up.
Anyway, I'm sure Hayden Pipe will be watching this and possibly reviewing it in close to real time. And Harrison Hunt, a bit surprised that one didn't hit anything.
No, he hasn't shot the ball particularly well over the last 2 weeks. Even though he's hit one a game, but
now he's someone that you really want to stretch out the defense. And the problem is most of the teams have a height advantage as well, so they can be a little bit further back, still get out there and challenge the shot. Here's Murray McGregor, a little bit too long. Irvine with the rebound, quick clearance to Abbott. He shoots the quick two. Surprised he hasn't really gone inside. I think maybe once this game. Murray McGregor, strong drive, can't get it to drop though.
Really needs to finish those.
Yeah, looked like he had everything going his way and possibly just thought there was going to be defense there.
Yeah. He's doing a great job at staying in front of Abbott, trying to match the physicality.
And nice, almost saved.
Almost saved, yeah.
I suppose, from our vantage point, it looked like he got there, but obviously we can't see the line behind the sides.
He saved the signage, though. He didn't want to knock that over.
Here's Chan using a couple of seconds and shoots it. Nothing but net anyway. 6-11 the score now.
Jaden's one of those, he gets hot. He's hard to stop, you know.
There's good box out there by O'Toole, just pushing Irvine under the basket, and Chan, he's hit one that's a good shot for him, like the super quick transition ones, especially if he can the corner, right?
Corner ones, shortest three in the game. Oh, I thought he could have let that go. Because I
In
thought
terms of a foul call, I
I
think
thought Brad did a good job staying in front, using his body.
And Murray McGregor, strong box out on Luca Williams, but Chan not able to hold Abbott off the board.
The long rebound.
But you see there, as soon as he knows, I've given it up, he's relocating and finding a 2.
Yeah.
And Irvine hits that one, though, to answer back. 8-14 the score. Chan just misses that. Abbott out to Irvine. Yes, he does get it.
Just love Irvine's energy, the way he plays, the enthusiasm he plays with.
No, he's one of our favourite basketball community members who's come down from Wellington.
Yep. Wellington
studying
boys,
at UC and then just been referees games. Super friendly to talk to all the time. We've had him in the commentary box last year. Interviewed him earlier today.
Yeah.
It's great to see him having the sort of leadership role with that,
for sure.
with that team.
Second year in, you like to see the leadership aspects of things. And
you can hear him, even without a microphone.
Yeah.
He's saying, look, you've got to get out there and guard the corner and not
they
quite
really
quickly enough.
They really need to lock Jaden Chan down because he is keeping crossover XE in the game. He's hit, I think, 4 or 5 2-pointers.
Yeah, so 12-15 the score now. Just over 5 minutes to go. Yeah, asking for the shot clock.
Yep.
It should be a full shot clock.
Should be a full 12 seconds,
If anyone looks at us.
Yep.
They're just checking.
Yeah, that was a rebound. Yep.
Referees talking. Hopefully they just look over here.
At us.
And we will signal.
It's a full shot. It's a full. Yep.
There we go. They've got it now.
Yep.
I think the message got through eventually.
It got through eventually.
Just have a look up to us. We've been watching the game.
Defense.
There was a good block from Lawson. Now there's only 3 on the shot clock, so this one has to go up.
That. Yeah.
And just about dropped it. Good rebound from Williams.
Ooh.
And Harrison Hunt. And it's a good save on the board.
Oh, yep.
Probably just out of shot for you guys, but he...
Great hustle to see,
He was. And his substitution, 7.4 on the clock here. No, reset.
I think a
few of
the Lincoln boys are going to have a laugh of that one.
Well, you just don't know those signs, like how stable are they if you try to catch yourself on them.
Yeah. So he's just checking the skins.
Yeah.
Make sure he didn't burn his knees.
12-15 still here. Irvine into Abbott. There was the...
no check. Yeah.
That's the defence's fault. And O'Toole knocks it away. Bought a second or two, but not enough. Abbott just scores it anyway, 12-16. O'Toole thought about the 2. Murray McGregor, the quick drive. Ball gets knocked away. The basket's not going to count. It was on the ground.
He looked like he was...
Well, I don't know. He lost the ball.
Lost the ball, but he's still in his pickup.
I think so. Yeah. I'm with you. I think he was... would have gone to shoot it quick. Ball got knocked out of bounds. Basket shouldn't count, but...
Yep.
Well, anyway, I guess Hayden Pipe, you've got a few interesting calls to look at and I think and clarify.
Looking at this too, there's been a few times that UC have kind of defended. Oh, little nutmeg.
Irvine, now I'm pretty sure we'll see the replay of that. Straight between the defender there and then up and in to finish. Harrison Hunt answers. So 17-13. Irvine's not the sort of player you expect to go for the 5-hole, and this one will count if he does drop it. One shot here, the call. And was that Irvine saying, I can't sub out now after making a play like that? And there is some sort of discussion. I think Luca can shoot it. He doesn't have to wait for the discussion to end. Murray McGregor off the rebound, straight out. Gets Williams in the air, but he does enough to make that shot pretty hard to take. Irvine into Abbott against O'Toole. Good physical battle there. Abbott with the rebound. Up fakes and Chan. Great nice hands there to steal that. Abbott's right on him, though, in the corner. And if he's right there and everyone else is spaced out, that means there is nobody once he beats that first defender.
Once he blows by, there's not.
Good box out, Murray McGregor. Chan open for 2.
Ooh, needed that one. They would have made it a 1-point game.
Here's Abbott, quick shot, too strong, and Williams, nice effort there to chase down that rebound.
Jeremy saying, hey, post up. You got Jaden Chan on you.
And Chan, I don't know, well, I think he was like, I'm going to foul here rather than get scored on. But then actually got the ball pretty well as well.
Yep.
So now there is a discussion to say, did he have it picked up going for 2?
Yeah.
So it's up the top. I mean,
they have to call that one up the top.
I think. I mean, the way the game's been called, like it's
that's
consistent. And this is the reminder, like you have to bounce the ball to the person, catch it above their knees. Irvine just lost the ball then. I think he was thinking about something. Williams, great challenge. Murray McGregor can't get it, and then the ball's out of bounds. And I will say here, like, referee can't move back as far as they'd normally like from the court to be able to see that.
Beyond the red line, I'd say he would be on the baseline, but with our flash advertising,
I know
he needs to stand where he is.
Yeah, I'm sure we can speak to the setup crew and say, actually, could you push those signs a little bit back, and that just makes it a bit easier for the referees to move back. Here we are, 2 on the clock here. Lawson can't get it. Williams, good rebound. And exactly what you want to do if you get the ball under the backboard. Dribble back into them, create space, and then up, get the easy finish. And there's just the defensive warning.
Yeah.
14-18 the score, 2.5. O'Toole.
Big.
That is big. Nothing but net there from the Nelson native.
Yep.
Irvine step through, makes that basket there. 16-19 and poor clear there. Well, poor pass out.
Yep.
UC Gold a chance, 2 points away from icing this game.
Yeah. So I'd say take away the 2-pointer. So but I think Max is going to shoot this.
I think you're right.
Just the way he lined up for that, it screamed shooting.
And I think Chan just took a little bit too long to get out. This is great effort by O'Toole, though.
Oh.
And unlucky that his teammates can't score a 2 there for him. Yeah, but looking like I just want to... Lawson, nice floating shot there. 20-16. There's O'Toole. He's hit 2 in a row now for him. 18-20 here. So look to see the intensity just ratchet up here. 1 point to win for UC Gold. Lincoln don't want to foul here. Only 2 seconds on the clock. And it is a shot clock violation.
Yep.
So Chan, that late challenge there, just enough to force Abbott to change his shot. 18-20 here. Let's see who's going to take the 2 here. Your better shooters are Harrison Hunt and Chan, but O'Toole's hit the last 2. It's Harrison Hunt hits this one. 20-20.
It's the next one to score.
It is 1:24.
And
Lawson gets fouled.
Before the shot, they said. Before the shot. Ooh. Yeah.
Who's your pick here?
Wow.
So I think it's only 5.
He's on a foul.
Yeah, just double checking the free throw while the team fouls. It's 5-4. All right, so 1:17 on the clock.
Yep.
Full 12 second shot clock.
Yep, that's
and
what it is.
1 point will win. Lawson looking to come off the screen. And,
O'Toole.
Irvine going against the one guy who probably has the length to challenge. And Harrison Hunt, game over.
Game over.
And Irvine walking off like, I can't believe that. We had this game.
Yes, they had it.
The night is over for UC Gold.
2016, I believe it was.
It was quite a bit. And it was O'Toole. And those 2 big 2s.
And then Tyler with 2.
Yeah.
2
shades of Paul Pierce, what'd you call? I call game.
I call game.
I think he's the oldest player, like Paul Pierce would have been at that point in time. So crossover.exe looking good for the playoffs now. Is UC Gold?
Yeah,
well, definitely not in the playoffs. Their night is done.
Night is done. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, so next game now, Rams.EXE, first time we've seen them, white tops, red shorts, and then Whananui.EXE in the olive colour one. So we'll talk about Rams.EXE. You know all these players pretty well.
So we got Tane Lavery, number 20, making his season debut. Phoenix Sorensen, number 22, he's making his debut, I believe. And then obviously Caleb Chamberlain and Peter Maxwell Topia were here last week.
Yep.
And then for Whananui, we've seen them earlier. So we have Carlton, Chitongo. I'm going to get it right.
Yeah, we'll get it right. We've got 6 more nights after this one.
Who else do we have?
Trey Tiawa, who's just with the ball there, number 3. Richard Hancock's number 1, and Tommy Fairbrother.
Yeah, so this will be interesting. Rams don't have a lot of.
They don't have like last
size
week.
They did last week. Was
Noah, Caleb, and Simon last week.
Yeah, so.
But then this is a team that's probably got less size than them, even with
more
a bit downside.
Shooting power. And it'd be great to see Tane, because last week Tane was with the UC coach, Pete Van Hassel.
Well, I think in that regard he was with the New Zealand coach, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was with the New Zealand coach. So it'll be interesting to see what he brings back to this. So he's electrifying, let's put it that way.
Yeah, and you just saw him there challenge a shot, almost foul, and then straight away onto defence. But it's Whananui opening the scoring. I think there was Chitonga who made it, but Lavery straight to the bucket, 1 point.
Yeah, that's one of his strengths, is getting to the hoop. So
you see, this is just a much quicker brand of basketball here.
Yeah.
Two teams, neither one really with a post player,
no.
So it's going to be a lot of drive.
Speed, I think the only one that they really have an advantage with height-wise is Caleb Chamberlain. At 6'6".
But he's more of a slasher, wouldn't he?
That's great defense there from Rams too. So they're going to be able to match up quite well speed-wise.
Yes, I think so too. So first subs, Maxwell Topia in and Hancock's in, I think. For Whananui, here's Chamberlain wide open. Takes his time to get there. Sorensen with the rebound back to Chamberlain, and it's Maxwell Topia. And nice dribble move, step back, can't get it to drop though. Fairbrother with the rebound. He brings it out to Chitongo. He lines it up, in and out. And Maxwell Topia with the rebound. Here's Sorensen.
Great physical body. Can get to the hoop. And is a great shooter too. So.
Now, is he in the Rams squad as well?
He was. I believe him and Pitta and Lavery are in the under-19s team for Canterbury next week. So, they have a bit of chemistry playing club. And
so, you won't see them in 3x3, but they will probably be live streamed. Defending champs.
Yeah,
not all of them played in the defending champ team.
No,
obviously
but they are a very good team.
Fairbrother almost gets that to drop, gets the rebound, and does get that to drop. 4-4 the score. Chamberlain launches, and I was going to say that looked money from where we are.
Where we're standing, that did not look like missing. And there's
Sorensen's defense back to Maxwell Topia, 2 points.
And Phoenix really brings that, because he was in the Lincoln Uni.
As Hancock's, the bank is open. And Sorensen just really good, change of speed. He can sort of accelerate and decelerate so quickly. And then, as you said, nice physical body.
He's got a good body. Great defender too.
And that's just perfect there. Maxwell Topia takes the time to line it up. Chamberlain, perfect position for the rebound. And then it's Sorensen, nothing but net there. So gets the defensive stop. The ball makes its way back to him. He scores 2 points. 9-6 the score now. Chitongo draws all the defense. Fairbrother open for 2.
And if you can hear that, that's Phoenix's one of his assets is he's a great talker on defense. So
it helps get people into the spots where they need to be. Chamberlain, nice move.
He's hit 2.
Yeah.
So.
And it's a take foul there to get a substitution.
So they've done all that, and Tane's been sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
And now
he did score near the start of the game.
And then you bring
I think we've had one time out called. People are going for the foul. Nice deep 2 there from Hancock's. Ball out of bounds. Chamberlain, that's a super quick rest for you.
That's 30 seconds, and you're coming back in there.
I don't even know if it was that much. flare screen and then looking bad screen, good screen to go back the other way. And Chamberlain just about loses his own ankles, but Lavery to the bucket, scores, and you see him pointing there. You go out to the corner, Maxwell top it, but miscommunication there. They leave Chitongo wide open to the rim. 12-9. Maxwell Tapia. The floater doesn't drop. Gee, I think we may be a point behind with the scores. Chitongo a little bit off, because I thought Lincoln might actually be on 13.
Okay, yep, we might have to check that.
I just feel like there's been points. No, I must be wrong.
No, we must be on 13 now, yeah.
It's just gone up. Chitongo, like, looked like he lost the ball, regathered it, and was almost horizontal. Still got a shot up and got the foul.
Yeah.
Here we go. Saw Chamberlain there just signalling what their play is going to be. Lavery straight to the corner. There's the hammer screen for him. Open for 2. And 2 points is exactly what happens there. 15-10.
There was something we worked on at Lincoln. That little hammer screen that we added in. Something that not a lot of teams.
No, it's a good little wrinkle to that play. Just, something else defensively you have to worry about. And then, you could, if they get through that, then you've got the screener who could potentially be open on the 45 as well.
So the future of Lincoln Uni right here.
These guys,
yeah. So
Hancock's a step back.
Yeah, he's hit a couple of those deep ones in this game. So the Rams got to be extra careful.
Yeah, that was where Sorensen was. He took a step to the left, just to his right, to give him more room for the shot.
Great idea, It's all about execution these days,
I can see Seth Bryan over in the background. Obviously not healthy enough to play, but very interested in how his team does. Sorensen bodies up straight to the rim.
Big body, get to the hoop.
And travel. Well, I mean, I couldn't see it. The defender was between me, and I think it was his pivot fault got lifted before the ball came out of his hand. I mean, Smith Humwick's right there.
Yeah.
He was asking for an explanation. She gave that one to him. Here's Maxwell Tapia on the line. So one point there.
1 point, yeah.
So it'll be 17-10 the score instead. And there's Chitongo with the basket there. So the score is wrong that you can probably see behind. It's actually 17-11.
17-11, yeah. 17-11.
Yeah, so the last basket for Lincoln University was
so
only a 1.
19-11.
So 19-11 is the score now.
It's not 20-11, it's 19-11.
Chitongo hits that, so 19-13 the score now.
Yeah.
Maxwell Tapia, the up fake, takes the 2, so it won't even matter if this does drop. It doesn't. And the score is correct now, 19-13. Fairbrother to the rim, 19-14 the score. 4 minutes, Lavery, game.
And that's it there. Ends the game there. Yeah.
So 20.
20.
And then 21.
Yeah, 21. No, that's 21 now. No, it's 21. It's 21 now.
It's 21.
Yeah.
Yep. So just telling the score bench.
Yeah. Yeah. That is game. Yeah.
I think what happened was that the one that they put up as 2, they took it completely off as opposed.
So you took the 1 off to make it 19, and then he just hit the 2.
So it's 21.
Yeah, it's 21.
Yep. So just clarified that. Yeah, so I think what happened,
when
they
we
completely took the 2 off as opposed to taking the 2 off and adding a 1 on, which is why they thought, oh, hang on, that's not right. So anyway, Whananui.EXE, their night's done.
Yep. That was a quick game too.
That was. So final score there, 21-14. So these next 2 matchups really just decide the semi-final crossovers. But we'll know in terms of scoring. So UC Gold, they finished with 33 points. Whananui.EXE with 19. So Whananui, they win the 6th place points.
Yeah, they take the 6th place points. I got the points here. So they'll go away with 45 with their 70 last week.
Yeah, so they'll be on 115.
Yeah.
And then UC Gold, we said, will be in 5th place, so they'll get 50 points. So up to 100 for them, as you said.
Yeah.
So next game coming up now. is Gators.exe. And they're going up against Crossover.EXE, the two teams in green. So team rosters for these ones, we've seen both of them before. Gators.exe in the green do only have 3 players here tonight. Number 0, Amosa Faitawa Nanai. Number 12, Joshua Nickel. And number 9, Zach Hannon. Well then for Crossover.exe, remember they had Harrison Hunt, number 3, the hero there who hit the game winner, but it was really Connor O'Toole. His 2 clutch 2-point buckets, number 12, that really helped them out. Jaden Chan, number 58, and then Bradley Murray McGregor, number 30, rounds out the team for them. So they're due to tip off in a couple of minutes here. We'll see if we can get it coming a little bit early, but at the moment it's scheduled for about 2 or 3 minutes away. Winner of this game here will have the number 1 seed in their pool, which we'll just call Pool A. And that means you do get the first game in the semi-finals, get a rest before the playoffs if you do that. Otherwise, you get a bigger rest before the semi-finals. So I think both teams will really want to win this one as they get a games break before the next round anyway. And it looks like we're just about ready to start here. Teams just deciding who's going to begin with the ball. And obviously, most of the time you'll want to choose to take the ball at the start. If you don't, though, and it does go into overtime, you are the team which will begin the first possession there when it's first to score 2 points. So I think the referee's just said we've still got a minute or so before we start, just getting everything set up. Score bench people rotating through. And a little bit more warm-up. And we'll have Tony Smith-Humwick here. Has a question for us. I think she's gonna talk to Josh Thompson about the question anyway. So a little bit more of a warm up here for the teams, just while the rule gets clarified here, and we'll talk to Josh and find out exactly what was being questioned. Zach Hannon showing off his hops here. Josh Nickel, he does manage to do it, sort of 2 steps in and down there. So Harrison Hunt was actually pretty good as well. And he's quite a bit shorter than Josh Nickel. So Zach Hannon's one there was pretty impressive until you see Nickel and Harrison Hunt. Here he is here. Just about. So teams, I think, are about ready to go. As soon as the referees are out there, we'll begin this game. Number 5 on the night. So exactly, this is our sort of middle game here. It's downhill after this one. And I think the conversation with the referees is just finishing now, so they're heading onto the court. Blake Rosanowski and Tony Smith-Humwick. So game's about to get underway here. We've gone through all the rosters, so we might as well ask what was the question about that didn't want to be on air.
It was just a continuation question.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think continuation is up to the ref.
Right.
Yeah, and it's the same as 5-on-5.
Yeah.
But if you interpret a continuation, refs make that call on their own, really, don't they?
Well, 5-on-5 is had they gathered to go up for the shot,
and then I said
in which case it's continuation.
If I gather the ball
and
I look like I'm going to shoot the ball, then it's a gather.
Yeah.
And we just clarified the defending in the circle and how we check the ball.
Right.
There's a couple of times the check ball was
too low.
Yeah.
So what is the rule? I mean, we might as well.
So you need to bounce it, and it has to be a comfortable height for the offensive player.
Yeah.
So that just like that right there, like Zach Hannon did just say, that's perfect. Yeah.
Murray McGregor, nice drive, spin, and Crossover.exe on the board first.
I like this matchup here. Yeah.
Nickel versus Harrison Hunt.
Yeah.
So that was on the ground before the basket. I think he stepped out and then gathered. Yep. Well, he was forced out, we'll say.
Forced out, yeah, forced out, he says. Yeah.
So Murray McGregor knows how tight you've got to be on Hannon, but that switch there a little bit late. Lucky that Faitawa and I did not manage to hit that one. So 1-0 the score here. Early into this game, though.
Yep. So
here's Harrison Hunt. Nickel right out there on him.
It's almost a picture play of the last play.
It was, but he did not extend his arms. He just kept it in there.
I think Josh is, a little bit younger than Tyler, or Putty in this instance. So.
Yeah. And good quick clearance and pass, and straight back to Harrison Hunt. He's like, well, if you're passing it to me behind the 2-point line, I must be open to shoot it.
Yeah, a little bit of travel there. He did shuffle the feet before he put the ball on the floor. So.
I thought it was a good move, I guess, except for that.
I think if he put the ball on the floor and then did a shuffle, so... Yeah, so these games are pretty much mathematical, aren't they? They're all four teams are in.
They are, but I think the winner of this, like both these teams will really want to win this one because you get the rest before the semi-final, and then, assuming you win that, you get the rest before the final as well. So this is the spot you want to be in because, you've got a pretty good advantage to try and get the full 100 points.
So.
Well, the other thing I needed to check is, I suppose it's the points that you scored anyway in the poll to decide who's third and fourth because there's no bronze place game.
No
it's just
place game. Yeah.
Is Hannon there gets his team on the board. Believe it or not, minute 20 into the game, first points for them.
Yeah. So Gators are defending the 2-point line really aggressively. They have had a 4-game break, I believe.
Yes, quite a lot.
Yeah, which is good for them.
And there's Faitawa Nanai. How close are you allowed to be when you check it? Like, is there
there's a little rule in terms of you have to give them a little bit of space.
Yeah.
They're interpreted as a basketball move. You have to make a basketball move before you can,
Yeah, well,
great move there from Josh Nichols. Showed his speed there.
And there's Chan, though, open for two. Doesn't quite get it. Faitawa Nanai with the pickup. Clearance, looking for the step back. I thought he was going to shoot that. I was like, this is lining up to be his signature shot.
Yep.
Instead, it's Nickel straight to the rim for 1 point.
Yeah, for a big guy, he's so agile on his feet and can get to the rim.
And smart play there from Hannon. Murray McGregor was tapping that over to O'Toole. He gets his hand in just to knock it out of bounds. 3-1 the score. Here's Gators. That was close to a low one, wasn't it?
Low one, yep.
O'Toole, nice basket.
Yep.
Gets fouled as well. And that's the thing, like, if you're patient enough, you've only got 5 seconds, so Faitawa Nanai is going to bang, and then keep moving, so you can get the whole way to the rim as long as you can stop him from stealing the ball as you're doing it.
Yeah, it's very quick hands.
And Harrison Hunt, offensive rebound, back to O'Toole.
Tyler created that one for O'Toole.
Yeah, 3-3, Nickel in and out dribble, crossover, contact, bucket, 1 point, 1 to come here. So O'Toole just scored 2 points nicely before.
And then he just gives away 2 points.
Well, it's pretty tough. Like, it's, he was at a disadvantage and Nickel just pressed the issue the whole way through.
Well, no, Nickel missed the free throw. So both teams leaving points on the board there. Oh, great pass.
And the bucket doesn't go down, and you give Hannon a wide open 2. Get out of jail free card there, as that one did not drop. Faitawa Nanai. And
lost control there.
Harrison Hunt to Chan, a little bit deep for him. And
a little hook shot there.
And everyone wants a rest because no one is hustling for that ball.
They're all watching it go out.
Chan takes a rest. High post for O'Toole. And you see there, Faitawa Nanai just trying to force him out of bounds. Murray McGregor into the bucket. Bounces, doesn't go in. Nickel out to Faitawa Nanai. Quick crossover. Yeah, Murray McGregor just stood him up there.
Great mover of his feet.
And there, just that miscommunication, leaving Hannon open. They've been lucky that he hasn't hit a whole lot of 2s here. And you can probably tell from that O'Toole isn't sure what he did.
Nope.
Josh Thompson in the commentating headset also does not understand what he did.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be an unlucky kick. I was like, I didn't think anyone really had control of it to kick it.
I think they could have just let it go there, and good battle. Came off Connor's foot, O'Toole's foot there. And O'Toole punched his foot. Just indicate, yep, it did hit my foot.
Yep. Anyway, 6:40 here. Faitawa Nanai, time to get some 2s in. Harrison Hunt says, well, I'll try as well.
Yeah, I'll try there as well. Yeah.
And it was a good look from the corner. Hannon, we've had 3 straight twos. None have dropped. Chan with the rebound, but just out of bounds.
Just put his foot on the line there.
I'm surprised. It seems like all the teams have forgotten, like, we can actually have a timeout as well. Like,
oh, I just guess. Ooh.
And
Blew the layup.
Harrison Hunt resets. And the bounce and the drop.
The bounce. Yep.
So 5, that's gone on the wrong side. 5-4 the score. 5-5 now. Harrison Hunt. Hopefully now we get to see some points flying. Yeah. And that's off Waitawan and I's feet.
Both teams are just in a slump at the moment. Yeah, both getting good looks.
Exactly, yeah. It's like, I've ran that play to perfection, wide open layup, and then, the ball just squirted out. Couldn't quite get it to drop. O'Toole, the hero, one of the heroes in the Dirk Nowitzki-esque fadeaway drops off one leg. His team up 1 point now, so it should be crossover.exe on 6. Gators on 5.
On the ground there.
Yeah, so we need the scores switched up.
So it's 6-5 to crossover.
Yeah, we almost need a light that we can shine at them and say, hey, the score needs to be switched around.
It doesn't help that both colours look similar, eh?
Yeah, I think so. Here's Chan for 2. So the score will get corrected as soon as we can.
Now it's 6.
There's Zach Cannon straight to the bucket. Yeah, so they haven't been able to correct that last one. So I think I might get you to head down as we've got a foul there on Waitawan and I. So the score on this should be 6-6. The second to last basket went on the wrong team.
So we're just getting the score corrected.
Here's Zach Nickel from deep, a little bit too deep on that. Rebound picked up by O'Toole. It's pretty good multitasking if we're commentating and tracking the score. And Chan looking like Waitawan and I, they're driving in, stealing the ball. Well, diving in, I should say. 2 former St. Andrews students going head-to-head.
Good friends as well.
Yes.
So,
There's Nickel. The score is corrected now there, so what you're seeing now is right, 6-6. And here's Chan, deep 2.
Just can't. It's just got a bit of lid on the hoop for both teams. So both teams are kind of struggling.
You probably can't remember as Nickel gets to the bucket, 7-6. What's the lowest winning score you can remember one of your teams having?
Yeah, no, I think for a boys' game, I don't think it's ever been in. I don't think it's ever been in single figures for a boys' game. I've seen a couple of girls' games, 9-2, but they're in a running clock game, so that's understandable.
Yeah.
But in a boys' game, I'd probably say 15-12 maybe. Yeah.
That's still pretty low, considering 20,
considering
more
the
often
game
than
that
not,
we saw
the game runs out before the time runs out, correct?
So the game before was, 5 minutes 45, and it was 21-14.
Yeah.
So, this is a bit of a contrast of difference.
Yes.
Yeah, it's 7-6.
But that's the thing with 5-on-5, the game goes longer.
Yeah, flows a lot better. And guys get tired.
Yeah, well, you just there's less chance of just an upset. I guess the better team wins more often. 3x3, man, you can shoot the lights out and be can't stop anyone, but if you hit every single 2, you're probably going to win. And then on the other side, you can play you can have the best team, but if you just all go cold in that same 10-minute patch,
it's in trouble. Yeah,
it is. Nickel here, just deciding I need to get to the rim. Just take that contact, puts his team up 8-6. Harrison Hunt looks like he wants to take it. No, he doesn't take the 2. He drives in and flicks it up, doesn't drop. Hannon, the Waitawan and I step back shot. Well, I guess it's the step back reset shot. I don't know what we'd call it because it's not. As Nickel hits that one, 10-6. So
Josh is,
he scored the last 4 points
for Gators. So he's kind of in a groove. So
yes, but no need to even jump for that.
No.
And this is going to be point 5 in a row for him.
So Josh has really took over. He's got to the rack 3 times, hit a 2, and I think that's what was needed. Just get something to the hoop. You're not hitting. Actually, Harrison Hunt just hits a tough side step to the.
And good recovery there. Murray McGregor getting it back. Chan, though, as good as Gators have been over the last minute or 2,
They're still
a couple of twos, and then it's straight back into it. Looked like Harrison Hunt was trying to foul then. Gets the rebound. Murray McGregor, a little bit deep. Hannon with the rebound. So the effort level's just picked up now from Gators, it looks like.
Yeah,
despite
crossover.
no sub.
Crossover, mate.
Foul for a sub?
Foul, yeah, foul for a sub. That's a smart foul. I was thinking a timeout because Gators took the last timeout to compose themselves. Yeah.
Oh, but it is only 4 points. Like you had a two, you need to get some stops, which have been relatively easy to get in this game, at least over the previous bit. Here's O'Toole. That's the spot he likes.
Yeah,
and he's hit 3 from up the top there now. Last game in this one, 12-10 the score. Nickel spins. Good defense from Murray McGregor, but the suck-in help, and then Faitawa and I just runs around Chan, misses, gets his own rebound back to Nickel for 1, 13-10 the score. O'Toole.
4 in a row. Yep.
I think he did miss 1, so 4 out of 5, I think.
4 out of 5, yeah.
So he just waits until it's about this time in the game. When you've got to have them, he's the one that you want shooting them, I guess.
He's
and then you just find
he can
score it. There's Murray McGregor, just doesn't quite get that one.
Murray
Laid
McGregor.
Out to Hannon, and it's not what you want if you crossover.
Murray McGregor has really got good looks, He's been at the rim.
Yep.
He's doing all the right things, it's just not finishing,
Yeah, well, that was both teams for about 5 minutes a game. And there's a purposely taken foul there.
Yep. Just
crossover, I think that's only the first foul on Gators, 1 to 5.
1 to 5. Oh, no, second.
Second, okay.
Second, yeah.
That's not actually a trail. If your feet don't move, you can do that. So if Chen had moved for the ball, then... Or are they saying it was a bad check? I think they are. So yeah, Faitawa and I is probably the closest person on the check. Here he is, gets the steal, finds Nickel. And that's 2 we've seen now where Nickel's just lost the ball going up. May have been those dunk practices at the start where it's like, I'm going to go for one if I've got a chance, and just hasn't been able to hang on to the ball.
Doesn't have a lot of legs there, So
the 2 doesn't drop. Here's Harrison Hunt. So a minute crossover is really going to have to score pretty quickly. Chan, nice stop. Shot a little bit too deep. Nickel with the rebound and loses the ball. Here's O'Toole. 3 in a row. In and out. Harrison Hunt with the rebound. Up, in.
Good
So 15-13. 1 minute to play.
1 minute to play.
So crossover really need to get a stop here. Faitawa and I gets past him. Finishes Chan, relocates for 2 quickly. In, out. Faitawa and I with the rebound. And this may look like it's going to be tough for crossover to come back here. 2s are what they're going to need, though, if they're going to have any chance. 36 seconds, that's probably going to be it.
I think Gators have this one in the back. Good thing is crossover still have 1 more game.
At least one or 2.
1 more game. And I think Josh Nichols just iced the game with that long too. He really took over after that timeout. So,
yeah, you're right. Those 5 points in a row.
5 points in a row.
19-14. I was going to say we may even see the game finish before full time, and we do that about as close as you can possibly get. 21-14. So Gators.EXE. That'll be the number 1 seed. And then I guess crossover will be in this one there. We'll double in the second.
Double check that after. Yeah. A little bit worried about Gators. They looked a little bit gassed near their end there.
Yeah, it is going to be tough, but like they're a team with pretty good pedigree there. They regularly competing for the finals all last year. Anyway, next game coming up now. UC Maroon in the white tops, and they're going up against Rams.exe in the nice bright red tops. So UC Maroon's team, we've got Sam Riley, number 23, Aidan Tonge, 13, number 14, Junior DeYoung, and number 6, Chris Tupaia.
Yep, and for the Rams XC, we got number 22, Phoenix Sorensen, number 20, Tane Lavery, number 9, Caleb Chamberlain, and number 13, Peter Maxwell Torpia. And spoke to Caleb during the week. He appreciated the shout out about the best bag of dunking in Lincoln Union.
Right, yeah. Could he do some tonight, do you think?
Oh, I think he's got only 2 so far this year in game. for 5-on-5.
Yep.
Like I said, he's probably got the best bag of tricks.
Yep.
Dunking. Noah Price can jump the highest, but Simon Lafayette's got the most dunks. So
Yeah. And he's had a nice alley-oop here from Tane Levery and
Yep.
I think under 23s as well.
Yeah, made the top plays.
Yep. No, it's,
Well, I always look forward to those. Your little.
yeah, I had a bit of Chris Berman in there this week. And
that's a
Lavery, like left hand finish going to your right.
Yeah, that was tough.
It is, but here's Tupaia to the bucket. So these teams here fighting. Tie ball here, so this will be Lavery's ball.
Yeah,
Correct
Rams
is.
ball. Yeah, because they were the defensive team.
So you might want to point to your pants.
Yeah.
So I think if you can get the attention, it should be red ball
Should
up
be red.
here.
Yeah, my red pants that I'm wearing tonight. So
Yes.
yeah.
So white shoots it. So red's on defense until they clear it.
Yeah.
Or until they've solely got possession. So just I'd point to your.
I think they're going to give it to white. Yeah.
Oh, I think Hayden Pipe's going to have a few clips from tonight to go through. I think if I was the referee, I would have given that to red because
they were on
they didn't have the ball by themselves after the shot. And Lavery's like, well, okay, if you're going to give it to white, I'm just going to take it off them anyway. And Sorensen, bit of a surprise there given how good a shooter he is.
Don't think any doors are open here today. So, yeah.
No.
It is chilly outside, so we definitely have the doors closed. Does feel like the heaters are on in here.
Yeah, it's a night. I'm here in a t-shirt. You're a bit.
I'm in a puffer jacket.
Yes.
I'm sweating. Yeah.
Well, I think there is a shirt here for you as well from Rise, the same brand that the referees have some stuff. Is there Maxwell Topia opens the scoring? No, it's not opening the scoring. It's three. We've got about that flip layup from Lavery.
Tough, acrobatic finish, and Tane just has a whole bunch of.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, like, who should be guarding Tonj here? Sorensen looks the strongest.
Yeah.
Chamberlain's got the most height, and was Chamberlain, but then they called for that switch. And he gets bumped off by Tupaia. Good finish there from him. Maxwell Topia in the corner. This is good pace in this game here. 5-1 the score now. Rams.exe up. And there,
You can't leave.
well, he wasn't even really that open. Like, here's Chamberlain playing the post position for the Rams. Maxwell Topia can't leave him open.
3 in a
either.
row. Yeah, no, you can't leave him open. So neither can you. Can't leave Junior open either. So there's about 4 guys in this game that you just can't leave open.
Yeah, and I thought Junior DeYoung was actually trying to foul Sorensen that whole play.
Yeah. Because he had him on the slip. So
yeah, he was just like, shit, I'm beat. Oh, excuse my language. Pardon me, I'm beat.
I'm beat. Yeah.
I'm going to hold on to him here.
Maxwell Topia looking for number 4, I believe that would have been.
Tonj up, and it looked like he was going to dunk and then decided, actually, I'm going to make sure this drops in. Lavery, no good. There's a lot of talk here, people exhorting their mates to do well. In, out, in. Riley, rebound. He puts that one in. So 4-7 the score now. 5-7, sorry. Here's Lavery. Tonj, pretty good job to stay in front of him. Forces him into a tough shot. Well, it looks like a tough shot, but...
Yeah, but Tane makes tough. Oh, that's not who you want to leave open.
And Maxwell Topia, pretty good job keeping Tonj off the boards there. Or at least he thought he did. Tonj gets it anyway. And Maxwell Topia, maybe the next person asking for a sub, I think.
Yeah, this has been a long period for both teams, so both teams are going to be a little bit tired.
Yeah, Maxwell Topia.
Yep.
I picked it. It's like, yeah, I would like this sub now, please.
And Adam will say, yeah, I want a sub too.
So it should be white ball here. The kick was Chamberlain. And here's the check. So Riley, dribble handoff to Tupaia. Slip screen there from DeYoung. Well defended here by Rams.exe. Chamberlain still right there with Tupaia. Good defense here. That is fantastic. And that doesn't matter. Like that's about as well as you can possibly play him.
Yeah.
So 7-7 the score. Sorensen for 2. A little bit long. Tupaia with the rebound here. Chamberlain right there again. Ball is saved by Riley. And here's Lavery gets fouled. And I think he should have shot that.
Yep.
Because then he would have been going to the line for one.
Yeah, he looked like he was in his motion there.
He was, but then the pass off happened. I think that's what he's saying. Like, I gathered it.
Yeah.
Rosanowski say, you may have, but then you passed it, so how am I meant to know that you didn't gather it to pass? I think Lavery, fantastic stop there. Misses, gets his own rebound, puts that one in. So 8-7, Rams.exe up here.
Even with a slight frame, Tane is really strong,
Yeah, I think in just that, and he was hoping to get that pass before it got to Tonge. Tonge, good job to get up and in. Gets the foul. That's the second there on Rams.exe.
I think that buzzer was the shot clock.
Yeah, fouls are 1 for each team.
Yep.
Rams.exe on 8. UC Maroon on 7 here. Tapia, I thought he could have shot that one.
Yeah.
Finds DeYoung, a little bit of space. He hits that one, so 9-8 the score. UC Maroon up now. And there's a foul from Tapia. Second team foul for UC Maroon as Riley comes in.
Quite smart with their fouling, they strategically foul when they get tired, when they get beat, so it's interesting how they strategy, and that's a tough shot.
Well, I think Tapia's one has been the tougher shot because that was fantastic defense. Sam Riley, a little bit off. Tonge, the ball's out of bounds. I have no idea who it's out of bounds off.
Neither do I. I think it's red by the looks of things.
Yeah, the way everyone's lining up. There's the check, the flare, and the re-screen back the other way. And 2 points again for Tane Levery. It's a 12-9, Rams.exe. And, well, I don't actually know. The way that
everyone's talking, everyone's saying it's off the other person. Yeah.
So Rosanowski, he has said yes, it's red ball.
Said it came off the knee.
I think that's the right call. I thought Sorensen did knock it out of bounds off Tapia's knee. But given you're only playing half court, it's hard to know when they point which way that actually means. And that's going to be a pretty easy foul. If your arms are extended like that.
2 hands on the body, that's always going to be a foul.
And Lavery there just telling Chamberlain where he wants him for the set. So he's going to be setting the first screen, I think. That's going to be a bad check from Riley. And Sorensen, hard drive. Tonge, I think, looked like he was going to play pretty physical defense, then just moved at the last second.
Yeah, just put Phoenix off a little bit because he was expecting contact there.
So he's going to be that quick zero screen, I think. Lavery, step back, almost Faitawa and a nice shot there. Lavery here. And nice finish there from Tonge. Like, what would be if you're a smaller guy guarding a bigger guy, what would your strategy be to try and stop them scoring?
To be fair, I think they're doing a smart job just letting them go. They're contesting everyone else and just walling up the best you can, and if he does make it, he makes it, and then you have a chance to kick out. And
Sam Riley there, a little bit hurt. Or down. DeYoung deep too. Can't get it. Chamberlain in. So here's a chance for Rams if they can just get a few more points while Riley's not feeling the greatest. Tapia can't hit the 2 there. They're up 14-11. It's great intensity in this game.
This is the attack. There you go. Just wall up. Compete.
Is that Sorensen with the instructions?
Yeah, that is.
And a timeout taken by UC Maroon.
They the speed of the guards of Rams, it's quite intense.
It is.
And UC, this great timeout from UC. They're looking a little bit tired. Rams are getting to the hoop kind of easily.
Yeah. It is only a 2-point game. Like basically the answer that UC Maroon's had is get the ball to Tonge against whoever. And, he's big enough that he can just
overpower.
It just creates so much space for him that he's like, doesn't matter where you are on defense, you can't cover all the angles that I can score from.
And looking at the teams tonight, Aiden is the biggest biggest body by a lot. So, you know, they're utilising him quite well.
Sorensen dribbles into him, then back for a 2. Tapia comes in to clean up the rebound. Looking for the handoff from Tonge. Tonge instead sets the screen and then gets knocked away by Sorensen. Lavery picks up the loose ball.
The physicality has just really picked up a little bit.
It has.
Yeah.
Lavery doesn't quite make that, but good battle for the ball there. Sorensen picks it up here. We've just got a issue with the screen. Chamberlain all the way to the bucket. So Rams on 15. I think it's 12-15 from memory. We'll have the scoreboard fix up where I was right. So 12-15 the score now.
12 it is, yep. Yeah, there we go. They just put
So
it
the
up.
score's right now. There's Lavery, nice tip back. Chamberlain wide open for 2. Drains that one.
17-12, yep.
Yeah, sounds like there's a bit of support from the crossover.exe team.
Yep.
They're sticking around, obviously, in the semi-finals. Whereas UC Maroon's Brotherhood team, I think it's only Jeremy Irvine's the only one remaining from them.
Yep.
Can't quite make as much noise as the entire crossover team.
No, you know, they got knocked out, so they had a chance to leave early.
Although I see down the very end,
Lawson
is still here as well.
He's still watching, yeah. So
12-17 Maroon here. They've used their timeout. They really need to just solve these problems on the ground. Tapia, quick shot.
Great defense. Yeah,
It was smart to shoot that quickly because both other players were inside the paint, risking the 3-second call. Great pass, Maxwell Tapia. Chamberlain catches, finishes, gets fouled, heading to the line to shoot one. And you don't see this often, do you? Person on the sub bench hopping up saying, hey, I'm subbing for you.
No.
Normally it's a battle for...
I need a break.
Yeah.
You can jump on. Yeah.
Chamberlain money on that. 19-12 the score. 3.5 minutes to go.
The good teams have hit their free throws, you know.
Yeah.
So,
And I think it was
just got him.
hands are out
Hands
as
are out,
Riley
yeah.
was going past. I think Riley had lost the ball before that stage though.
Yeah, so unlucky, but
And that's one of those ones where it's really the difference between 5-on-5 and 3-on-3. Like, you know, legal guarding position in 5-on-5 is quite a bit different than 3-on-3.
Yeah.
But if your arms are extended, it doesn't matter. It's a foul anyway.
Yeah.
So it's if your arms are lateral,
Yeah,
you're allowed to use them pretty much.
Interpretation is body. You
Yep.
get your body in front. You're not going to get called for a foul. You know, it's a lot more physical. I guess it's the nature of like they want to play fast because you could blow every foul that you could thing, and then the game becomes a lot boring.
Yep.
And, that's the beauty of 3x3. It's fast, furious, and it's in a way there's some hard hits in the game. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, here's Riley to Tapia. They know they need to hit some twos. Score quickly. Riley reverse there, 13-19. Have to guard the arc now. Lavery's hit a couple. Faces up. A little bit short there. Tapia with the rebound. Dribbles out. Looking for the backdoor cut. Sorensen, he thought that was all ball. And it will be UC Maroon's ball up the top.
But a good thing, both teams aren't in foul trouble, so
5 now, though, so a couple then they go
2:50
into
to
the
go,
bonus.
so, you know, it is interesting. Here's that little double screen action that they have.
Yeah, the flare straight back into a down screen.
Good defense.
Well, away screen. Lavery, smart play there just to tap that down. And just look at his acceleration, deceleration. Does lose the ball there, though. And then Riley and Lavery in a battle for the ball. I think I heard it's red ball. We'll check the way they line up. Yeah, UC Maroon is on defense. No, Chamberlain is about to hit on defense.
He was about to go on defense, yeah. So
does the check have to be a bounce pass? Or
no, you can throw it normally. And
yeah, Chamberlain, unfortunately, going in towards the bucket, should have probably boxed out DeYoung. Here's Tonge. Good job defending him. 5 seconds on the clock here. Sorensen gets blocked, launches it again quickly, and
shot clock.
It is 2:03 here to play. UC Maroon still 5 points away, but playing much, much better defense now.
Yeah, they're defending the two-pointer quite well. I think if they do that, Rams, should look to attack the basket. They have the ability to get to the rim.
Yep.
So.
Tonge, great catch.
Oh,
yeah, I'm surprised he missed it. Maxwell Tapia, nice fake. Just off to the left there. Riley clears out. There's De Jong. Yeah, it is Sorensen. He's probably the loudest voice in here.
Yep, he is. Yeah, he likes to talk defense.
And I'm going to give him a defensive assist there.
Oh,
I think
for sure.
That
His
really
talk.
helped the UC team. Felt like there was more people out there defending them, or they weren't as open as they were, because he's quarterbacking everything there for the rest of his team.
That's what you need in a team, especially if you have no coach. If you have a guy talking the whole time, it helps.
In and out there, good rebound from Maxwell Tapia. And now Rams.EXE can just take a one. Maxwell Tapia goes for two. Lavery ices it.
With the tip, yeah.
So 21-14, identical scores there.
Last three scores, is it? 21-14 for the last three games?
It is, because we've actually written them down.
Yeah.
So anyway, the way I think that'll be is I think we're going to see UC Maroon in very shortly.
Very shortly, yep.
In negative 1 minute, so they'll probably get a little bit of time.
Gators warming up, so...
And then it's going to be Rams versus crossover, I think, in the next one there.
So just getting the thumbs ups from Jaden.
Yeah. So yeah, first team coming out, Gators.exe. They're the team which only has three. Ever since, I think it was the semi-final last week, Joseph Nottenbelt injured his ankle. So they have been only with three players since then. Zach Heenan in instead of Matt Mashevsky from round one. But Josh Nickel and Amosa Faitawan and I both played all games last week and all games this week as well. And obviously they're in second place currently in the standings with a chance to move up if they win this game here. Is obviously UC Maroon was the team which beat them last week in the finals. 20-point difference between the two teams. And UC Maroon obviously at the moment having a quick chat with their head coach Pete Van Hassel, trying to get as much rest as they can before they're before they have to take the court, as it is a super quick turnaround for them before they get up and in action. So line up for UC Maroon. Just saw them out there on the court, but coming up as well, Aidan Tonge, number 13, their captain. Number 6, Chris Tupaia. Number 14, Junior De Jong. And number 23, Sam Riley. And referees for this game, I think we're going to have Jaden Rosanowski and Tony Smith-Humwick. Still just getting the last bits of paperwork completed. And I guess probably the biggest move up this week will be Crossover.exe, which finished 6th place last week. Guaranteed to finish at least 4th, but a chance for them to move up and really stake a claim for a chance to get their trip to Japan. 2 teams from here will be going. And as I said, the first year that it was down here, we actually had a wild card. So I think it was UC, Rams.exe, and then Gators was the wild card team that year. All 3 of them got to go and take the trip. And UC Maroon, I can see they're just putting on their maroon top. So semi-final number 1 will be underway very soon. And then number 2, we have Crossover and Rams.exe, the 2 brotherhood teams. So picks for this game, it's going to be tough. I think Gators.exe, only 3 players, but they've had more rest. UC Maroon, 4 players, but they're playing back-to-back games. They do get a rest after this game before the grand final. So Gators, this is the game that they wanted, obviously, when they beat Crossover.exe. Chance to have a rest before a semi-final, and then, assuming you win that, a rest before you go to the grand final as well. So it's going to be pretty tough, I think.
Sorry.
I think I'm going to go for Gators in this one here. I think it's 3 players, but they've had a bit more rest than UC Maroon.
Yeah.
Tough, though.
Tough. I think Josh Nickel matches up quite well with Aiden in terms of physicality.
Yep.
And I just, it'd be interesting. If Gators had a 4th, I'd give it to Gators. But with the nature of it, I'm going to go opposed to you and go UC.
Yeah, it's not an easy pick, is
No,
it? Like
it's not.
Expecting a pretty tight game here. Anyway, UC Maroon wins I'd say the coin toss, but it's paper, scissors,
Paper,
rock.
scissors, rock. Yeah.
Anyway, here's Sam Riley.
Yeah, you got to check. You got to
Yeah.
check.
Is he like, can I just start here if I want? And there's Tonj. Handoff to Tapai. Good defense from Faitawa Nanai. Tonj tries to say that, I think if we do move those signs, people are more likely to dive and save rather than reach and save and think, I don't want to crash into something. Ooh. Good talk there from Riley to organise that switch. Josh Nickel, deep shot, doesn't drop. Sam Riley with the rebound. Tonj spacing out to Pyre in the post. He's the one with the big match-up against Hannon. And it's a tie ball. This will be a go-to defense here.
Yep.
I actually heard Bill Simmons' podcast. They were, talking about tie balls there. Yep. I don't think he's watched 3x3 at all, but saying it would be great if we just gave them to the defense all the time. There's actually a sport where that happens already.
It would be a good idea. Imagine that, 5-on-5. It would actually encourage you to try and
tie people up. Yeah. I think that's off Riley's foot.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Riley looking for a foul, but
wrong sport to be looking for a foul.
Looking for a foul in that one. Yeah. So
there's a slip there. Great talk from UC Maroon. Faitawa Nanai just hasn't really been able to hit those shots that he normally does. Defensively, though, he's still made all those plays that he normally does. And there's the first bucket of semi-final number 1. Yeah, Josh Nickel puts his team on 1. DeYoung, halfbacks in. Tonj.
See, that looked like Zach Hannon. I don't think that's on Josh.
Yeah, I don't know who it was.
This the thing about the foul. We don't know who the foul's on because
unsportsmanlike are the only ones where they're like that's on you, and the second one you risk being done.
Yeah.
DeYoung just pushes Nickel underneath, and that puts his team. Well, they were just on 1, but it's flipped back to 0.
Ooh, great.
I think that's their first basket, so it should be 2-1 now to Gators.
2-1 to Gators. Yeah, there we go. There's the one.
DeYoung for 2.
Should be 4-2. 3-4, sorry. 3-2. 3-2,
yeah.
sorry.
Gators is on 2. UC Maroon's on 3. So we just need one more point for Gators. There's Nickel. We've got it right now, so 3-3.
3-3 now, yeah. We've got we've got it.
Here we are. Aiden Tonj to the bucket. The swipe from Nickel doesn't quite get it. Rebound. Yeah. Challenge from behind, and there's the shot. I think this will drop. No, it just hasn't been the night for the signature shot.
No, he just hasn't.
And Nickel not happy with that. No. Tony Smith-Humwick not happy with the fact that he wasn't happy with that.
Yep. I think both teams. There's a warning for both teams talking. So.
I think you're allowed to talk to each other. I think
it's the complaining at the refs. Yeah, I think the talking amongst players is fine, but I think when refs can only take so much, and they do a great job in our game.
And I mean, it's like these guys. I think back to a couple of years ago when they were first playing through it. Not all of these players, obviously, but when this competition first started here, and really having to, people all of a sudden like, so you can intentionally foul to stop the clock sort of thing and get a sub in and just all these, like the knowledge base has increased so much.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a foul on Faitawa Nanai. A bit too much arm there as he knocked the ball away. I guess that was the one where I'd probably say if he hit the ball and then hit Riley, let it go. If he hit Riley first and then got the ball.
Yeah. There's those bang ones though, right? You got to...
Almost like American football defensive back. Like if the contact's basically there at the same time as the ball, just let it go.
Yeah, let it go. Yeah.
And there's Hannon just off to the left.
Is that your interpretation when you ref?
It is. For basketball or American football? American football, like we've had courses and stuff, and if it's bang, then you just say the defense is here. That's the signature shot there is just dropped. So 6-6 the score. Riley.
UC Maroon not defending the 2-point line all that greatly.
But look at that height inside. Great effort from Hannon to tip that out.
And there's the tick.
So I believe that's technical foul on red. If I'm going to guess someone, just based on body language, I'm guessing Sam Riley.
Yep. It's a tech foul, so
doesn't everyone have to...
everyone has to get out.
And then it just carries on.
They should have got a check ball off that one. Yeah.
Shouldn't it be green ball at the top?
No, it should be white.
Yeah, it should be.
It should be white, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, white had the ball, I thought.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll carry on with the game, shall we? 6-6, so...
Pretty sure a tech foul is worth 2 fouls too, so...
I know Hayden just put it in the
the
rules thing, yeah. I think you're in that as well.
Yep. I'm in the same...
In the same group. If you're not, I can definitely add you into it. I'll have a look for the technical... Oh, no, it is one free throw, no change of position. So the one free throw was correct. The lineup should not have happened.
No.
And then it's carry on with the ball where it was. Faitawa Nanai up high for that and clears it quickly. Riley was still coming out as he was going in.
Great clear there by Chris.
And then good rebound followed by Tapia. 8-8 the score.
That's good defense there. Body was in front.
And quite a bit of time off the clock. DeYoung, the bank, and it's been getting pretty physical there. Both teams want to win this. Riley, if Faitawa Nanai had gathered that a little bit sooner, might have had a chance to...
And one. Could have got an and one. Yeah. It's tough, long closeouts in 3x3 is really hard. Yeah,
and especially he's someone who's so often the ball just goes out to him and he just shoots. And there's Zach Cannon, just able to get that ball into that gap. He can slither through there, but now that's going to be a tough ask to stop Aiden Tonge going to the left.
Yeah, he's in his motion there, so that counts.
One shot here for Tonge. Tie game, 9-9. Both teams still have their timeout. Although UC Maroon don't have any. They have one sub. They may not want to use it, knowing the Gators. Anyway, that free throw there gives UC Maroon the lead.
Patton a step back. He just hasn't had the legs today. It could be
no sub. Yeah,
no sub. That doesn't help.
I feel like he still looked exactly the same the way he plays.
Oh,
The shots haven't gone in at the same clip that you sort of expect.
High energy, quick hands.
And look at that. There's a Faitawa Nanai play. Hannon, the drive. Great kick out there to Nickel. Probably should have shot it quickly. And that basket will not count there. Riley, the foul on the ground. Fourth team foul. Both teams on 4. And Moss is just sitting there down screen. Hannon launches it. Bounces high. And the ball just squirts out. I think that went off Nickel to Hannon and Riley to Faitawa Nanai and then over to Tonge.
To the rim.
So 5 of the 6 players on court touch the ball on that rebound thing. And Riley just lets that go out. It's kind of two things. You can let it go out and then your team can sub.
Yep.
But you know that you're giving the team without any subs a mini rest.
Yeah, a little mini rest. But then there's Gators taking a timeout there.
I think it's a good timeout for them.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, they're down 2.
Games in the balance. It's roughly halfway through the thing.
We at Lincoln have rules. 3 scores in a row, timeout.
Is this if you have 3 timeouts?
If they get on a roll. Not obviously early, but midway through the game, if it's a 3 score in a row, whether it be 1 or 2, then you need to stop the flow. And obviously, as a coach, you can control the game from the sideline in a way to stop runs and change plays and stuff like that. Here, you're relying on your players that have been playing for a long time. And, make decisions.
Nice finish there, Sam Riley. 12-9, so I thought I was looking pretty good before. Gators coming through to win this game. Your pick was UC Maroon, and I just think they're starting to go there. Yeah, that extra person.
Just
Nickel, nice strong drive. Good finish, 10-12 the score. Riley trying to find space. Faitawa Nanai right there. Hannon, too little on Sam Riley. Great feed from Tapia. I think that basket does count. 1 free throw for Riley.
I think Zach is unlucky there. I'm thinking I'm letting that go. Yeah, he's not impeding unless he misses. you might call it.
I'd let it go, but then
Yeah.
these two teams have had a bit of talking with the referees, so
Yeah, they can't really say anything. They can maybe ask questions, but
and then a miss. Tonge rebound, puts it in.
That there could have been a foul too, you know.
There's Hannon, tough shot there. Tonge gets the rebound, just walks it out. A little bit of a rest.
Here's the post up, the mismatch. Just a bad entry pass there by Sam Riley, but it doesn't matter.
Just a good enough one to encourage Tonge to shoot the two. So 16-10 the score. Nickel, they're going to be looking for twos pretty soon. Great cut. And this is a chance to score 2 points.
Yep.
I'll say the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, while the clock is stopped. This is what Gators want, scoring while the clock is done.
Exactly, yeah. So Vaitawananai does score the 2 points that way. 12-16 the score. Just under 4 minutes to go. DeYoung to the bucket with a bit of contact there. Hannon left open for two. In and out. Vaitawananai up pretty high for that. Hannon again for two. Does hit this one. So 14-17. Game's tightening up. I'm standing up because I feel like I've been sitting down so long, but the game's exciting as well.
Exciting, yeah. But there we go, Zach Hannon.
And lots of aggression there on the rebounds. Tonge, great job boxing out Vaitawananai. Now he's in there. Good job by Tonge. Nowhere near the 5-second count there. Went super quick on that move. Two spins. Vaitawananai, Nickel. Here's Hannon. Looked like there was a chance for a take foul there. Scores it. 15-18.
Just in time. That's a great layup there from Zach Hannon. Just as the buzzer was going, he...
And DeYoung just muscles his way through Hannon. 15-19 the score. Nickel, two people closing out. Good challenge, and Tupai just lets that drop out of bounds. 2:47 to go here. 15-19 the score.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 19-15. Yeah.
Everyone's just wanting to make sure that there is nothing's happened.
Yep.
This is the right time to check. There's a timeout on the court. Might as well make sure everything does add up properly.
I think because we're watching the game, we kind of tick the score over in our head. And
I do forget about it when nothing happens for a while. And then I assume that is right what's up there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we just we gave the thumbs up. It is 19-15. Interesting timeout, though, by UC.
Well, I think, you want to be in your best position physically, closing out on the Gators shooters, making sure you get the rebounds, and then saying, look, do we want to go for a two, only if it's wide open? Otherwise, given our height, we just want to try and score. We don't need the 22 here.
Horn set here. So, rub screen.
And that's pretty well defended until right at the end there. And Riley, good catch. Vaitawananai tried to foul and hold him without getting a shot up. Unfortunately,
that one there, you're probably just going to let go. Give them the one, and have a chance to get an easy two or something like that. Those are the ones that are
And this is going to be to finish the game, and it's not. So Gators still a chance here. Nickel fakes the handoff. Here's Vaitawananai. 6 seconds. Just a bit too strong. Here's Tupaia looking for Riley inside.
He's going for a patent jump hook here.
And I don't think there was a foul then. I think that looked like pretty good defense. Here's Vaitawananai. All day to shoot this one.
Yep.
And does drop 17-20. So what happens there? I don't know the rule here. If you don't go to pick up the ball.
No. That's a tech warning, I think, because it's interference on White.
Okay, even though he's right there with the ball beside him and just didn't pick it up when you sort of expect him to.
It's up to ref's discretion. That looks like 3 seconds in the key there. So.
And someone's counting 3, 2, 1. I think it was Junior DeYoung counting it down.
Shot clock. It looked like a shot clock one. I was quite impressed with Gators. They competed hard with 3 players over the course of the night. It's always tough. What did they play? 4 games?
Yeah, 3 games.
3 games.
Yeah, 21, and then 17.
Yeah.
So I do need to clarify: is it the points scored in the first round, which
Yeah,
I guess you don't want it to be because it could be
over.
Yeah, because otherwise you could have two that scored 21 each time. So their total points for the night that they've scored has been 59. And we'll see where that goes in comparison to the winner, well, to the loser of this game here. Two Brotherhood teams, Rams.exe in red coming up against Crossover.exe and the white tops with the green bottom. So these are the two that you're most familiar with. Your pick here, well, we'll run through the teams first. So Rams.exe in red, number 20, Tane Levery, 9, Caleb Chamberlain, number 22, Phoenix Sorensen, and number 13, Peter Maxwell Topia.
And for Crossover XE, we have number 3, Paddy Tyler Harrison Hunt, number 12, Connor O'Toole, number 30, Bradley Murray McGregor, and number 58, Jaden Chan.
So pick here to win. Chan's got the most experience. Levery's just been to a BB&Z camp.
I'm going with Rams.
Yeah.
I just think they're just a little younger and more athletic in a.
I think you're probably right. There's straight away Sorensen drives. Again, Harrison Hunt. Quick rebound out to Jaden Chan. No dice though. Here's Levery. I haven't seen many people with his ability to start, stop multiple times.
It is something to it's a great sight. You've had him on the top plays a few times with a few crossover moments. And the fast break, I think he had one last night.
Yeah, the last one. As Chance hits the second 2-point bucket, 4-1 the score. So crossover wanting to get the underdog win, but it was that Maxwell Topia says, well, okay, it's time for us to score. Sorensen just hassling Harrison Hunt all the way to the rim, doesn't drop it. Sorensen, rebound. Maxwell Topia fakes the pass, launches the 2. Harrison Hunt, he's just dribbling it out and trying to shoot them quickly.
Shoot them back in the game. So,
well, his team does have a 1-point lead. Lavery to the bucket there, tying the game 4-4. And Chan comes over to get the ball there. Gets Maxwell Topia off the ground just with a little fake there. And sidestep jumper for Maxwell Topia. In, out, in. His team now up by 1.65. Very fast-paced score here.
I think when you know each other, it becomes, and if you know one team is better than the other, it becomes a lot harder to actually play that team, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, because you compete against each other week in and week out at practice, it becomes, you know what they can and can't do.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So do you run these two teams together in practices, or this is them player-directed?
This is them player-directed. Both teams have a wealth of experience in each team, and so. Yeah,
I'm imagining they took a bit from your university team practices, and
for sure. We practice our first half of the year is 3x3 leading up to uni games, so we really compete in that field, and also with the girls attached to that as well.
And what a reverse there, Tane Lavery.
Just his ability to get low to the ground and underneath the defense. And it just shows his core strength and his explosiveness to get off the ground while being that low too and not lose anything.
And nice float. It's almost impossible to tell when he's going to go into a shot motion. He's just moving constantly and can change direction, crossover as you've said. Yeah. Chan forced to shoot that one up. It's off Chamberlain's hands, and Lavery the save, but unfortunately he wasn't back in court in time.
For those, the score does matter because when you go into the final standings, they even out. Goes on how many points you score.
Right, so it includes the semi-final score as well.
Yeah, so.
Here's Murray and Gruggy. Yeah, well, the mathematician, the competitions administrator in me was like, well, if you have two teams that both scored 21, both their games to make the semi-finals, and then they both lose. Yeah. So you'd rather have it over 3 games, so there's a bit more
total
variation.
Points, total points for the 3 games. So looking at Ram XEs, they've done 21 twice, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, it really depends. If crossover loses, they had that 5-point game, so they're no, sorry, that was Whananui. No, we'll work it out at the end anyway. Here's Lavery, fakes, takes the 2, and ball gets tipped out to him, driving in, and
Can we
not
call
quite a
that
dunk,
No.
but it's a dunk attempt. It counts as 1 point though anyway. 10-5 the score. Chamberlain all over Harrison Hunt. May have got away with a hop there. And Chamberlain with the rebound. He wants to go back to Lavery and says, okay, I'll just shoot the 2, and it just about dropped for him.
Yeah, and Tyler looking a little bit worse for wear out there.
It's hard, man. It is so hard to play this. So I have a lot of respect, but he's ready for a sub, I can tell.
So he's trying to fight it out. But I think this is Crossover's best weapon here, O'Toole. Yeah.
So after that, if there's a shot attempt miss and Red has the ball, White has to clear it again, or
I
can't remember that.
Yeah, I think that was a clear. He should have
had to clear it.
again.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's O'Toole. He said he was their best weapon, probably from above the break though, on the threes. O'Toole wants the sub. Harrison Hunt says,
Overruled
"Nah,
him
man.
there.
I know you've been sick and just coming back, but
yeah, that's a veteran. I'm going to overrule you.
Yeah.
You're subbing. You're not subbing. I am.
yeah." And right now he's hoping for no break in the action. O'Toole, that's a bit of a surprise that one didn't drop. Maxwell Topia easily gets all the way to the rim. Here's O'Toole from the short corner, just off. Maxwell Topia, the rebound. His team up 12-6. Sorensen takes the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 1. And Lavery coming in for Chamberlain.
So Gators finished on 49. Is that what you got there?
59.
59. Yeah.
And Sorensen can't get that one to fall. O'Toole with the rebound, handoff to Chan. And that's the spot he does like. A little bit short there, Sorensen up for the rebound. Maxwell Topia sets, fires, hits, 2 points, 14-6.
He is dangerous with his feet set,
Yeah.
isn't he? Yeah, feet set, can square, see the rim.
He's almost somewhat similar to Lavery, as Sorensen just warding off O'Toole. Good job by O'Toole to get back into that. Lavery rebound. Topia, this is probably going to drop. A little bit short. And ball's knocked out of bounds. White ball up the top. O'Toole gets the sub that he wanted a while ago. Harrison Hunt saying, do we want our timeout now?
Yeah.
It is over halfway through the game and we're down 14-6.
Phoenix here with a bit of a, they need a timeout. They want a timeout. So it's looking like a UC Rams XE final. It's a bit early to say at this point.
Yep.
Yeah, I know there's 4:40 to go. Who are you picking?
Rams have obviously got Pete Van Hassel here between each game talking about the things.
UC?
The coach for the.
Yeah.
Talking about what things they need to do and, focus on and all that sort of stuff and the extra rest. So I think they're going to have the advantage against whichever team comes through here. But I think Tane Lavery's he's the potential game breaker.
Yeah.
To
be fair, watching Tane, do you really think he's got out of second or third gear?
No, I think him playing 2 games in a row may get him, it's a great challenge there. Chan almost gets that tough floater to drop. Here's Lavery just changes speeds. I'll just go and hit that one. Harrison Hunt all day to shoot this one. Can't hit it, but Murray McGregor.
Great rebound.
It is. Spaced out. Harrison Hunt hits that one. So 15-8, but Maxwell Topia now wide open. And Lavery almost another rebound. Harrison Hunt, is it 2 in a row? It's not, but Bradley Murray McGregor, second rebound in a row. And 9-15. So all of a sudden, crossover coach making a few plays here.
Bit of energy.
Lavery to the line to shoot 1.
Harrison Hunt with a wry smile over there, not letting Tane get an easy one.
Although we won't want to injure him because
we don't want to do that.
So right here, like Lavery there with the putback then, that'd be something I'd be coaching your team. If there's only one rebounder, I'd have the person on the opposite side lined up closest to the shooter to actually take them. Because, I can just see, like, we really need this rebound.
Yeah.
And then it just bounces back.
So here we go.
Chamberlain, nice crossover, and a little bit too high. Harrison Hunt able to knock that one away. And there's the wingspan of Chamberlain knocking that ball down.
Maybe a little pocket pass, a little bounce, just to take the pace off a little bit,
So Lavery with the check up to Chen. 16-9. Murray McGregor, deep 2. Doesn't quite have his eye in there, I guess, to hit that one.
No, he didn't. So
if you're UC Maroon, you'll be liking this game going.
Going the full difference, just so they can get more of a break.
And here we go.
There we go.
Chamberlain, first real dunk of the night. I'm sure we'll see a replay of that. Nice pass back.
Good.
Lavery to find him.
Oh.
And then good defensive stop there. Ball gets knocked out of
Great
bounds.
defense.
So, I think so far that's there's probably been Harrison Hunt's 2 to win the game, and then that's my other play of the night so far.
Yep.
Yeah,
so I think, crossover 6 points to get them into the final has to be up there as highlight of the night. Yeah.
O'Toole, nice floater there. So 17-10 though. It's going to be tough. Lavery to the rim, up and under, 18-10 now. Rams, O'Toole leaves the ball behind. And I don't think you can dribble that after you pick it up with 2 hands because Lavery didn't touch it. I think he just left it behind. It's one of those things. You don't expect people to double dribble, so it's kind of...
Yeah. Oh, great slip.
Yeah, nice. Oh, reverse doesn't drop. Maxwell Tapia isn't boxed out, though. Gets the rebound. Chamberlain, catch inside. Drops that in. 19-10. So Round.2 just looking a little bit more aggressive getting to those spots. Here's Chan. Floating, swooping layup. Drops. 19-11. What are we going to see here? You can see dunk number 2 for Chamberlain. And it's just out of bounds. So a full 12-second on the shot clock here.
He could have had bit of showed us a few things there, but
pretty safe from the Chan is out of bounds. That won't count as a rebound if you catch it yourself out of bounds. So we're going to see here. There's the slip. Nice job from Murray McGregor. Knew the play was coming. Chan, super quick shot. No good. And O'Toole, I think, was out of bounds before he even got the ball. And potentially the last subs of the game, Harrison Hunt and Lavery in for Chamberlain and Murray McGregor. 2:03 here. Rams can finish the game with 1 point here. And Harrison Hunt was like, I think Lavery should have just shot it to be like, just get this on the line.
Just get something at the line. And Harrison Hunt just him and Tane having a bit of a laugh about it. But they're in a
pretty tough spot.
Yeah.
And Sorensen
finishes the game there in 22-11.
Yeah, so we'll quickly tally up how many points they're on, but the final is now set. It is the 2 you thought, Round.2 going up against UC Maroon. Rams 22, crossover with 11. So crossover finished with 11, 14s, 25, and 22. So 57 for them. No. 47 for them.
So they finished 4th, and Gators with the 3rd place.
Yeah, so not bad for Gators. That's probably exactly what they wanted there once they got knocked out. So Gators, you said 3rd place. They were on 150 after tonight's games. And crossover.exe, they get the 60 points for this one. So they're on 105. So moving up, that'll put UC Gold down in 6th place. Crossover.exe will be in 5th place. And Whananui.exe in 4th. And then we just have to see how everything else shakes out.
I think
1, 2, and 3.
UC stay top, whether they win or lose, I believe. Either they come away with 180 or 200. Rams, XE, do they have a chance to jump to...
Yeah, they hit 60, so actually, Yeah, so if they come second, they'll be in third.
Yep.
And if they win, they'll be in second place.
Yeah,
so yeah, going through the team rosters. So UC Maroon, Chris Tapia, number 6. Number 14, Junior DeYoung. 23, Sam Riley, who's the only one who's had a technical foul here in either night. And then Aidan Tonge, their captain, has been pretty much the difference maker so far for them, I think. And then
for Rams XE, we've got Tane Lavery, we see there warming up. Number 20, Phoenix Sorensen, number 22. Peter Maxwell Torpia, number 13. And Caleb Chamberlain is...
Number 9.
Number 9. Yeah, he's just getting a towel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know.
So we're ready to tip this game off. It looks like we're about to right now. I'm definitely going to recommend cut out those breaks between the other games, even if they're ahead of schedule.
Even if they're ahead of schedule, yeah. They cut those breaks out, James. We're out of here just after 9. Yeah.
Anyway, here we go. So Rams.exe will start. And Levery's he's the difference maker, I think. Chamberlain here, the ball. And straight away it looks like Rams.exe. There's that hesitation to the bucket. Nice floating shot there. Tane Levery, 1-0 for Rams. Riley looked like he may have thought to step it back.
Yep.
Tonge into Riley. Mid-range jump shot. Levery, the battle for the ball, and gets it, but it's off his foot. I think this is going to be white ball here.
Great contest, you know. This smaller guy, Lavery, just competing. You know, that's all you got to do, compete. You can compete hard, you know, you get a chance to win games.
So switching's the normal defensive coverage to use because it obviously takes a bit longer for offensive players to decide. But if you've got someone considerably smaller, do you as a coach, you tell them battle a bit longer?
Yeah, battle a bit longer. Stay in front. You know, if you get buried down there, you're going to have to foul. Yeah, that's what we talk about. But I just think that...
And I think, the fitness of Rams.exe looking good so far. That's 3-0. Good job by Sorensen.
The speed and...
Call for that switch. He tipped the ball out. That's why Riley was able to gather and dribble again. Doesn't get there. And DeYoung just over the line. And I remember there was a talk about it last week, but I think the signs are actually further back than this time.
And they talked about it, and they said this week it's the first white line, which I'd actually, you know...
I think that's fair enough.
That's a bit generous, to be honest. I think it's
the line would even be closer. I think you'd rather have the line as what's out as opposed to the signs. Here's Sorensen. Step back doesn't drop. Chris Tapia with the rebound clearing here. And you see Tonge backing into the post. And there's probably the best post defender. He's still able to score there pretty easily. Here's Sorensen. Step back. Good challenge. Just misses that. Tonge the rebound. And you could see him looking as he was getting that rebound if he could get a quick pass
out. And, you know, Chris has got a quick trigger. Yeah, he doesn't need a lot of space. Neither does this man here.
And good box out by DeYoung there just to hold Chamberlain off. Tonge in. Fakes. Got himself a little bit deep, but able to score anyway. Tapia, the fake. I haven't actually been keeping track of the score here, but
it is 3-2.
It is 3-2.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of those fouls to get a sub in.
Yep.
UC Marine just adjust their matchup. Sam Riley draws the straw, which is guarding Tane Levery. Sorensen just turning DeYoung around and back. And where am I going to? I'm going right back where I started. I'm going to drill this two in your face. DeYoung, well challenged there. Levery, good job to hold him off, box out. And then to the rim as his teammates just space out. Yeah. And I can't tell who's complaining and wanting something.
Who's complaining about what there?
And as Riley went to the rim, it looked like a pretty good block there. And I can see Tapia and Riley actually looks like I think I got one, which is I probably don't deserve here. So here we were talking about having one person lined up to box out the shooter. I just saw Chamberlain saying, "Oh damn, neither of us are in there." He hits it anyway, though, so it is academic. 5-3 the score now. Maxwell Tapia, he's going against Riley.
Great spin move. Yeah.
6-3 the score. Rams.exe and knocks the ball. Just saved there by Riley. Has been knocked away. And Riley does get fouled there.
I don't think they need to, like, they did a good job pressuring him up there, forcing him all the way back. You know, maybe take a step off.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You know?
Like, as soon as he picked it up, he's not going to shoot it from that far unless there's no time on the clock. He's going to try and drive and just see.
Get downhill, you know.
And shot goes in anyway, so the basket will count. I thought the score was 3-6 before, so maybe I have something wrong there. Nice. We'll say that this is right anyway, because great job keeping his feet. Only 2 on the clock. The shot needs to go up. Tapia does do that. No basket into Young. Nice job there holding Sorensen out.
Great tip.
And there, good slip of the screen there from Tonj. Tie game now, 5-5.
Yeah. This game's really picked up intensity in terms of, like, physicality. So
I do think Sorensen talks a whole lot more when he's, and you can see him just grab there.
Yeah.
Talks a whole lot more when he's the sub on the bench, but he's also the best defender body-wise to be able to match up with Tonj.
Yeah, so there's a smart foul. You know, get him before he gets off the ground.
Yeah.
All right. Here's UC's little pop out, and they'll have a cross screen here.
Yeah, the problem is they've got so many people shooting. Tonj up and in. He gets the basket here. So UC Maroon now in the lead, 6-5. Riley comes in, subbing for DeYoung. While Tonj goes.
Is that the 4th foul by...
yeah, there have been quite a few called on Rams.exe.
Yeah, so they've got to be careful. You know, 3 more fouls and they're in the 2-shot bonus. So
yeah, it can be just so deflating as well.
Yeah.
There's Sorensen in the corner. That looked good. Lavery, though.
Chase down the rebound. It's good defense there by Riley.
Yep.
Oh, treble.
As Lavery just switched out onto him. Just surprised him, I think. Able to get up there.
He crowded his space a little bit, you know. Made him make a mistake. So
yeah, maybe one of those things where Rams.exe might need a timeout. Except they've scored now. They haven't scored in a while, is what I was saying. And Maxwell Tapia, I think, called for the foul there. And obviously the teams have, I can see kind of questioning looks, but not
saying anything.
Yes, because they have had the warning, but the foul count is 5-1 here.
Aiden Tonj just playing a little game with Phoenix there. They're trying to switch sides, but Phoenix switching onto it.
Yeah.
Not getting into the lane until...
In and out. Maxwell Tapia off the rebound as Sorensen holds Tonj out. And here's Lavery. He's the engine that needs to get the ball.
Yeah.
The problem is if you're shooting twos, you're definitely not going to get fouls, although UC Maroon only 1 foul at the moment. Like, it's pretty unlikely they're going to get to the bonus even if you do start driving a lot. And that looked like DeYoung was trying to foul then. Basket counts anyway. Rams.exe 7-8. And those are one of those ones you really have to decide who's there first.
Yep.
And Maxwell Tapia took the brunt of that as well.
So Rams.exe don't want to foul anymore, otherwise it's a 2-shot bonus. And with 5 minutes to go, that's...
Yeah, I mean, it's hard because UC Maroon is like forcing the ball into the paint. You know, said, look, we'll take the 2 if it's there, but these guys have just played a game. We want to attack the paint as much as we can. As Lavery, nice shot there. So I think it's 9-8. I haven't actually been tracking the score now.
9-8.
Yeah, that's I can hear the conversation.
Over there, 9-8.
But yeah, the foul count, that's the big one that Rams.exe needs to worry about.
And if I'm Maroon, I'm saying keep going inside because they don't want to foul. Yeah. And that's a smart thing to do. We're just getting confirmation.
Yes.
It is 9-8.
So anyway, at this point in time, who's our... Because we're the ones that have to pick the MVP
our
as well.
MVP? We're going with Aiden 2 weeks in a row.
I think at this point in time, like he's been the difference maker. Like he's almost like the inverse of... Well, he's just like Steph Curry, but not the shooter. Like he just draws so much attention.
Inside the paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
That's assuming
That's
his team
assuming
wins.
the Maroon win. Yeah, and who's
then
your...
I think it's between Lavery and Sorensen at the moment. Like Sorensen's been so integral in their defensive stops when they've had them. And then Lavery he's the offensive engine. Here's Tapia, deep one.
Great.
And Sorensen, good box out. Lavery comes in to scoop up the rebound and drives, and he gets fouled then. And then just a question like, is it up the top or is it shooting? And
yeah, there's just a conversation there about what's going on.
Says Chamberlain, ball back to Lavery, takes the 2. You really like that one to drop. Their team is only down 1 point, 9-8. And Tapia.
Big shot from Tapia. So put them up by 3.
Yeah, 11-8. Here's Lavery driving, trying to draw the contact on the ground. And that's not a good look for him.
No.
So the score is 11-9, and a good job by the referees to stop that as he was under the basket, and you don't really want to risk someone going up.
No.
And especially just landing on him.
Especially from where he was lying right underneath the basket, and from there it looked like UC were going to go for a layup, and player safety is key. So
I will say I don't think that was a foul as well in 3x3.
No.
I think he tried to accentuate the contact after he shot, and
he's just
unfortunate for Lavery.
He's just talking to our ref Jaden here about what can he do to get a foul.
So UC Maroon, I know they've had more than one bag check in a game. So Aiden Tonge there saying, I know you guys are talking about me for MVP, so here's a bucket inside for you.
Here's a bucket inside for you, yeah.
Maxwell Tapia, nice defence there from Tonge. Forced into a tough shot, hits that anyway. So 12-11, 4 minutes to go, De Jong, and that's a bad foul there because it's number 7.
Yeah, that's 2 shots now. It's 2 shots.
Yeah, so Sorensen, it looks like he's like, I should have just let him take the 1.
Yeah, let him take the 1. Yeah. Now every foul is a 2 shot, and then if they get to 10, it's 2 shots in the ball back.
I know, which is
even tougher,
Yep.
Have
you ever had a game where your team's been in similar situation, tight game, you've been far and away had more fouls called?
No.
And you've still managed to win, or is it
no,
pretty much?
No, it's pretty much
tough.
almost. It's pretty tough. You're uphill battle after that, so it is quite hard. So advantage is definitely it with Maroon.
14-11. Good job by Larry to find Tapia, Maxwell Tapia open. Cuts the lead to 1 again, so 14-13. 3:53 to go. Riley, the step back, and if it was me, I'd say that wasn't a natural shot, and just it's your fault for shooting that way. He wasn't going into your landing space.
That was terrible.
Anyway, Riley will get 2 shots. Would have been 2 once the foul's called, it's 2 shots anyway, or if it was a shooting foul, it's 2 anyway.
He's getting 2 shots no matter what. Yeah, so I personally, I don't think that was a foul.
I don't think so.
What do you think?
Yeah, I like the way that the NBA interpretations come in, where it's like, if it's not your natural shot motion, you're not entitled to move in. Like the defender's allowed to jump and pick a spot to land beside you, and if you go into him,
that's
like your fault.
Sam kind of just leaned in a little bit, so
So split the defense. Did you say the ball don't lie here?
Yep.
I don't know. 15-13 the score. And the ball was out of bounds there. So things not going to Rams.EXE's plan. It seems like all the momentum is UC Maroon's way here, but they are only up 2 points here.
So it is with a chance, but if I'm UC Marine, I'm looking to attack.
And just a change there defensively.
Yeah.
You saw that Lavery started on Tonge. Knowing what the play was going to be, that meant the switch ended up being Sorensen over on Tonge. And nice hustle there. Riley able to pick up the ball. 3:23 is team up 2 points. Inside to Tonge. Hulk shot a little bit short. Lavery and it was. And set feet. 2 points
You
goes
can't
in.
leave him open. So.
And there's Riley trying to hunt for another one there. Maxwell Tapia. Pass just a little bit weak. Stolen by Tapai. Finds Riley inside. He needs to go up quick. The 5 second. So yeah, so the basket counts. It'll be 2 shots after this as well, I think. And yeah, I think that was super close to a 5 second count because he was backing down the whole way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they are just checking.
Yeah, no, it is 2 shots. It is 2 shots.
Basket counts and 2 shots.
Basket counts and 2 shots. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Rams have done a pretty tremendous way here to be in this game. But it's the like they're going to look at this and be like, oh my gosh, like the fouls that we got called for and didn't, and then the like.
So it should be 2 shots.
Yeah. It's a the timeouts are only 30 seconds, but when you've got a question, I suppose you get some bonus timeout time as the referees.
Yeah. So
check that out. Jaden Rosanowski's done a couple of games in this competition last year, but this is the first time for Blake here as well, so good opportunity for him to learn some things from this game as well.
So it's all a learning. These are big free throws, you
can put your team up 3 points.
3 points here, especially with the way Rams have really come back and hit some big twos.
Yeah, although I thought they were up 1 before. I've lost track of the score.
Yeah, that is the right score though.
Okay.
Yeah, 17-15. So I think the foul trouble is the biggest thing, eh?
No, as you said, like it's almost impossible. Now they're on 9, so the next one's 2 plus the ball. There's Lavery to the bucket there. 16-17 the score. Sam Riley wants to step back, finds Tonge inside. Good defense from Sorensen. He's too strong, though, when he's that close. There's Lavery, his team down 2 points. And there's a foul there from Tapia. So, I thought it looked like that's normally the foul when you want to sub, and see it's Riley who goes out.
I think they were in the subbing situation there. So
and here's Lavery. I'm just wondering. Yes, I think Tapia's like, I definitely kicked that.
I definitely kicked it. I stuck my foot out, kicked the ball. Yeah,
it can be one of those things where you're like, as a referee, you're like, it just. It kind of surprises you, so it takes you a second to work out what's happened. There's Tonge to the bucket, 19-16. You really need to shoot 2s if you're Lincoln, or get fouled and score as well.
Yeah. They really need to start pressing up now.
You almost want to let Tonge shoot.
It ends it.
And I think that's going to ice it.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of picking who the MVP is, so Aiden Tonge is going to be our pick as the MVP.
Yeah. Yeah, so he goes back-to-back MVPs for the South Island League of the EXE 3x3. So Aiden Tonge, so that puts them in a great position at top of the table with 200.
Yeah, 200 points, and just the way that things have gone out. Gators.exe, second place, 150, so a 50-point lead over them. Rams.exe will be 140 in third. Whanganui.exe, 115. Crossover.exe, 105. And then UC Gold, 100. So it's been a great night of basketball here, Josh. Good
Always
thing
a pleasure.
It is. So just making it official, Aiden Tonge is the MVP, just getting the photos done there. we'll be back, I think, in 2 weeks'
2 weeks,
time.
yep.
But just as we're wrapping up, hope you guys enjoy the highlights here from tonight's action, and we'll see you back here, same place, same time, just in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, cheers. No worries. Have a good night.